Live from.
And like Honky Tonk Man was like in love with him.
Oh, you watch this pig movie. Watch this.
Let me tell my damn story. Who's the best wrestler ever? RV. I was getting high.
Bad dog.
He would use his fake leg as a weapon.
Hillbilly Jim?
And then they start doing the little guy.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Yeah, that's great. You fucking. You touched me when I was a kid.
Corn dog?
Like,
No.
Hamburgers, okay, if they're from White Castle or from Steak and Shake. There's about 50 cans of Boston baked beans here, and he'd get real angry with them. I don't want to see that shit. So he basically looks like an old Vietnamese lady with a fucking Asian mullet. I can make a can of beans in the oven. No.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, no, it's fucking nasty looking. So it's like a big meatloaf.
One word. Pablo Escobar. You gotta do whatever you gotta do, man.
I will be your father figure.
I see righteousness.
This is only black.
Dude, sugar gay.
Give me a big can of beans. Daddy's got the pee-pee cancer.
I want to be a Nintendo.
My asshole feel like one of Prince's girlfriends. Mr. Knoll, he was a southern man, and he wanted to let us know that men produce a cummy sauce.
I have a penis.
How to put on a condom.
Remember-
Girl, penis in mouth action.
It was a wooden dick. Well, fuck, they're flavored. I want to taste it too. I want to see if it actually tastes like banana or Coke. This doesn't taste like Coke at all. Where's the bacon lube? Banana was okay. Ooh, Ajax looks blue. I want to drink this like Kool-Aid.
There's a plumbing problem.
Praise the
Oh,
Lord,
yeah.
pass the ammunition. This is the turd nugget. You're gonna get hooked, son.
They're gonna be spraying their AIDS all over.
It's not much weed.
April Fools.
You got a problem, boy. You're just a big piece of shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr.
Fuck
Drew.
about you, Dr.
Fuck you.
Once I pooped myself, and then like I was covered in it, and felt like I was stuck there with everyone looking at me like it's covered in poop.
Then they put the thing in my butt.
Kind of. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna make it over there, and so I had to pee in a bottle.
His stomach looked like a pussy.
A big nasty.
It looked like a
disgusting
giant,
one.
ugly-
A post-childbirth one.
It was a shaved bear's vagina. It looked all meaty.
You got
disgusting.
infected.
They helped you. They found out this. You got a lot of farts. Oh, it feels so much better.
Fucking Saul.
Probably that they're whacking off or something.
This is the Way of the Future podcast. Tonight we are going to talk about finale of Better Call Saul, Hateful Eight. Then we're just going to do a weird round table type thing where we just bullshit. Then Game of Thrones season 6 opener and the Parasyte AMA episodes 1 through 5.
I should try to get Pauly Shore.
He probably would do our podcast. That's,
No.
yeah, you're all like, I don't want him in the house.
I don't.
I've
know.
always wanted to be Pauly Shore.
You know he's just gonna like shit everywhere somehow.
I don't care. I'll clean it up. It's Pauly Shore.
You can't clean up Pauly Shore. If you do, you get like
We'll move.
hepatitis C.
We'll move. It doesn't matter.
You know how many drugs you have to offer him to get him to come?
The kind that come in like chip bags.
Yeah.
We got some beagles, sir. Alright.
We got some
I'm on my way.
Funyuns. Oh, you gotta get Funyuns.
The weasel's on his way.
Actually spilled some acid.
There's a place
You
across
know
the
that.
street he can wheeze the juice. I'm sure they'll let him.
God, he's gonna get hep C everywhere.
Oh, he's got Hep C?
No.
That's mean.
Don't put your Hep C on my couch.
Okay, so first let's just talk about Better Call Saul and Hateful Eight.
Can you
And
believe
then
this is
then
the
we'll get
season
into the
finale?
weird
I was
shit.
just making sure we didn't do that.
Yeah, I can believe it's the season finale, and I'm just happy that it kind of seems like it's kicking up the pace a little bit. Just a little bit. It's still fucking super slow.
Yeah.
But also, I'm just glad it's over with. So, I don't know. I really want the show to do something.
I was hoping that it would do something too.
And
I mean, it kind of has. But
Mike did
Mike
stuff.
has done a lot more.
It's the
yeah.
Mike
But
show.
that's exactly my point,
yeah, but like the Mike shit doesn't even matter.
It's not even called, it's not even about
you?
Better Call Saul.
No,
It's
I mean
about,
like the Mike shit
watch
really
Mike do
doesn't
shit.
matter because like the big people that have to do with the Mike shit, like Mike, Hector Salamanca, the twins, fucking eventually Gustavo, and even like the nephew, God, I can never remember his name. Who's the crazy meth head?
Chico.
Yeah, Tuco. Even he's gonna make it through. So like there's no
Well,
suspense
that's not
going on
what
with
the
any of
Mike
those
complained
characters.
about Better Call Saul since season 1.
Yeah. We already know what's going to happen.
Like,
Yeah, but like bad shit could still happen to to Saul. The only stuff that can't happen to Saul is he dies.
Technically, bad stuff can happen to Mike too. It just can't be like lethal.
Yeah, but I don't
get
know.
beat up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like bad stuff can happen, and we know that Hector Salamanca is going to end up in a wheelchair one way or the other.
I thought that was gonna happen.
Do you think Mike causes it?
I thought he was gonna fucking hit him with the sniper shot and like not kill him.
He was definitely thinking about it.
But it didn't happen.
Nick him in the spine or something?
I think he can risk the bullet not going through completely the guy to get to Hector, and so it just wasn't.
I think it would have. Well,
he didn't have a
he was
completely
using
clear
hollow
shot.
points, so it would have exploded on that guy. It wouldn't have done like bad harm basically to Hector if it hit the other guy at all.
Jim Beaver's character said if you want to go through a window or something like
The fuck was that? What was that?
That was Snapchat, sorry.
Oh, it sounded weird.
I had my phone on mute, I thought.
Yeah, Jim Beaver says basically that like if he wanted to like go through things with the bullet, he needed to get a higher caliber bullet, and Mike chose the lower caliber.
So it wouldn't go through Vic the Dick?
Yeah, basically he knew the bullet wouldn't go through Vic the Dick and go into Hector.
If that
do you think he wouldn't take the shot
That's why
then?
he didn't take the shot, was because he knew it would just basically be completely risky on his part, because they would just turn his direction and see him out there with the fucking giant gun.
And we think it was Gustavo?
I think so.
Or an agent of Gustavo? Or
I
something.
think so.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it isn't, who the fuck else could it be? If it isn't, then it's just like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
It might be Bobby. That's what I was
Himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's the only one who knew he was really like had that gun, or you know, or like what he.
I guess. I don't see any reason why he would give a shit.
Bobby
though.
might be recruiting him though.
For Gustavo?
Yeah. Even if it's not Bobby, I still think it's someone trying to recruit him.
Yeah. Well, I don't even see the reason why he was fucking with Hector Salamanca so much if he wasn't trying to, like, you know, lure somebody out of hiding, like, get some big dog's attention. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see fucking Saul be Saul. I want to see why he goes from Jimmy McGill to Saul.
I actually got an email tonight.
Taking a long time for that, yeah.
I got an email tonight from AMC saying, how close is Jimmy McGill to being Saul?
Huh, fucking far away.
And
The answer's in your hands,
It was a poll?
motherfuckers.
Yeah, it actually was a video, I think with like writer, director, whatever, for the show. And
That's
it's just like,
kind of shitty.
this is like kind of a slap in the face. Like, I watch your show.
Kind of scares me too, because it's like, do you know?
Yeah.
It's like, does this matter on what the answer is? Are you gonna fucking stretch it out if people want it to like be a long way off?
This is where people.
God damn it.
This is where people realize that it's stuff like this that made the show go for 2 seasons, as opposed to like FX's Bastard Executioner,
Yeah.
which like wasn't a prequel to Sons of Anarchy, but if it was, it would have went 2 seasons. You know what I mean?
There's a prequel coming.
Yep.
Just so you
That's
know.
what's
I know,
happening.
yeah, because and I feel like Kurt Sutter's kind of like just copping out now, like in a way, because
He's
yeah,
like,
it's like I'm
he's
play
bas-
safe.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna play safe, and I'm also gonna earn money. Like,
Yeah.
he's guaranteed a paycheck with the Sons of Anarchy prequel. There's no doubt about it.
He's gonna CG the shit out of what's her face.
I didn't
Oh,
know
God.
it because I don't really go
Case
to
Skull.
I don't really go to comic book shops, but I was browsing one of those comic book websites the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah.
Like, this was months back, but they've already told this story in the comics. Also,
Which story?
The prequel Sons of Anarchy thing.
There's a book.
There's a book also, but like there's like a whole plot arc of just fucking Jax's dad,
Yeah.
like and what happened.
Oh, for IDW, I think,
I'm not sure who
or
did it.
Dynamite Comics might have did it.
I think it was Dynamite, but yeah, no, it's I don't know. Fuck prequel shows, like unless they're way off.
Did you like the Things prequel? Because I thought it was good.
The movie.
Yeah.
I like kind of parts of it. Like I like it more than I don't like it, but
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of bland compared to the original. Also, I didn't like the usage of the CG in it, and it stings even a little more because there are actual like test shots where they use practical effects, and they look so much better. They're not like finished. Like, they haven't really put the final layer of production on it.
I remember you showed me that.
But, like, they look better than the CG that ended up in the movie, at least.
I still like I like
And there's little weird things, too, because, like, I feel like the first movie was all about details, right? Like, you can sit there and pick that movie apart, and it holds up. But, this movie, like, at least as a prequel to that movie, doesn't hold up. There's, like, little differences based on, like, what they found in the first movie that don't match up to things that happened in this one. I do like the one thing I did think that was really good about this one though was that the test that they did to tell what were like who were aliens and who weren't.
Right.
I thought that it was
not teeth.
no, it was anything metal. It was like
Yeah.
piercings and
Fillings and
fillings,
stuff, yeah.
and like I thought that was a clever alternative to the blood test
Yeah.
from the first movie.
Did you like
Wow, we went way off topic. Prometheus?
Yeah, Prometheus.
I really liked it the first time I saw it, and then each subsequent time I saw it, I liked it less and less. And it's because the movie itself is kind of dumb. Like it's filmed beautifully, right? Like Ridley Scott can't make a bad looking movie. But and some of the characters are really good, or I should say, I guess one of the characters is really good. I really like Michael Fassbender as the android.
Yeah.
Right? And basically everything he does in it is really good. But everybody else is a fucking moron. Like, straight up stupid. Or really stupid. Like there is no smart person almost in this movie as far as the plot is concerned. The stupidest people being like the I think it was the zoologist and the cartographer. So basically the guy who is supposed to read and make the maps gets lost in the place that he had just mapped out, like literally fucking like 10 minutes before.
It's scientists not being scientists.
And then they come into that room where the fucking like little baby dickweed thing is growing, right? And the zoologist decides to fucking play with it.
Yeah.
And so like it's basically these two guys doing their job so horribly that it ends up killing the shit out of them. Like and that's the depths of how stupid that movie gets. But that shouldn't even have happened, you know? Like
it's like they picked a bunch
stuff
of
too, like the zombie shit. Like like when he comes back.
Yeah, it's almost like they picked a bunch of interns to do the mission.
Or when they're running away from that big rolling thing and they just keep running underneath it, you know, and Charlie's there and just lets it squish her. And it's just like, okay. Like that looked really cool, but and it would be horrifying if it happened, but it wouldn't happen to a smart person at least.
Okay. So
Better Call Saul though, that's what that shit was.
Okay, wait, so was this a satisfying season for you?
It was. I thought it was more satisfying than season 1.
yeah, it was definitely more satisfying than season 1.
There was just a little more bite to it because you can tell like whatever is going to happen, the wheels have started turning. It didn't even feel like they had in the first season.
How far away are we from him becoming
I didn't
Saul?
fucking watch that shit.
You know, I wish that it was like a season, but I have the feeling it's like 2 seasons to 3.
Before that happens?
Yeah, before they
It'll be
get
the
to Saul
finale
Goodman.
when he's actually Saul.
I do think though that like he might be Saul Goodman for a few seasons before the show's
he's
over.
actually...
Because like
Really?
because I think that whatever Chuck's doing, like whatever because I think he's gonna try and fucking put him in prison. I think that that's what's gonna cause him to legally change his name. I think he's gonna like, cause they don't live in New Mexico right now, do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
Or no, they live in Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay.
They live in Arizona,
End up
and
in
New Mexico is right next door, so...
Chuck's gotta die, though.
Chuck probably will die.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, it'd be very mighty
Jimmy's
strange that
gonna
we
kill
don't
him.
see
Jimmy's
those
gonna kill
HHM.
Jimmy's gonna kill him. and
Jimmy
go
won't
on,
kill him.
This is gonna be one of those
Might
series
not.
And
where,
then he'll
like,
become Saul.
their numbers are gonna greatly rise every time they say, "Guess who's coming to Better Call Saul?" And it'll show, like, you know, characters from. It'll be like Jesse or something.
We're back
I'm not gonna take Aaron Paul unless it's in the flash forward episode.
want-
Right, but that's
Badger.
gonna increase numbers.
That would make me excited though.
It wouldn't be a flashback. It would be what's really happening.
That's the other
at
thing
that time.
too, is like I can literally like just stop watching the show, but I would like for them to keep making seasons if
It goes into the blurry
The
and
future.
stuff.
The
Yeah,
future stuff.
yeah, and that's what I think. I think it is going to go.
Like,
that
I
way.
can wait all day for that shit.
I'm really surprised they didn't do that, especially since like it's really hard
It's so
to capture
slow
the
paced,
age
it's
of people.
ridiculous. It's kind of crazy to me because, like, it's only like fucking what? Like 30 seconds at the beginning of each season?
Yeah.
It's crazy how little.
Maybe the writers just know that they have a good thing going and that they can milk this thing. For a bunch of money.
Actually, it's about 2 minutes because they get. It's like usually like a musical montage thing where he's like cleaning out the fucking Cinnabon.
I want Cinnabon.
Yeah, me too.
Cinnabon sounds awesome.
Okay, so
So Hateful Eight.
It was long.
I thought at least it was surprising to me that Sam Jackson and that fucking oh god, what's his name? The transvestite from Sons of Anarchy, and Shane from The Shield. I thought you knew his name.
it's Walton.
That was the tranny.
Goggins? Walton Goggins or something?
Yeah. Well, Sam
And that's
Jackson.
Walton.
Sam Jackson and Mr. Goggins, though.
Oh, shit.
I thought that.
I don't know if that's his last name.
Well, the guy though
That's why I wasn't
that
saying anything.
the guy that was gonna be the sheriff.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was very surprising that neither one of them actually were out to get Kurt Russell and that chick.
Well,
Like,
yeah, it was all it was all kind of like.
that was
random.
crazy though.
Coincidence.
Like that they were
Yeah.
just wandering around that.
That's
fucking
totally.
snowstorm.
That's so Tarantino though. Like to have just like circumstance land that way.
I liked it though. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Is like I thought that was just clever. How like that thing that like in most movies would totally fucking mean something meant nothing. It was
Yeah.
Well,
it
was
a
supposed to. It was
coincidence.
supposed to mean something in the way that like it was fateful that they were all there in the same place at the same time.
The Fateful Eight.
What do you mean fateful though?
Well, I mean like.
Lol.
Well, okay. He was supposedly supposed to be the sheriff, and he goes to this place and he meets the executioner,
Yeah.
who's going to.
But he wasn't
man.
really the executioner.
Supposedly, though, but I'm just saying, like it seems like fate has like forced all of these people
Well, that's
into
the
like,
reason-
a
yeah.
The
junction
reason
together.
why I asked, like, if you mean fate, like, so do you mean like?
It was meant to happen.
Serendipitous?
Well, like, yeah, but like that would mean like everybody was just meant to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, for sure. I could totally see that being that. I guess
Somebody
the
lived
point
right? I
of the
forget.
movie. What?
Sam Jackson didn't die, did he?
No, he did. He got shot. He got his dick shot
Didn't-
off, and he
didn't
was
shut
bleeding to
at-
death.
But yeah, they all did.
And what's his name? Sheriff guy was bleeding out too.
Yeah.
Like and all the while, like supposedly the fucking gang was rolling in.
I don't believe that. I thought they were.
That's another part of the like. I really like the fucking loose ends in this movie where it's just like they mention shit and then don't really like follow it up at all.
Well, like Samuel L. Jackson even says it. Like, I don't fucking believe you. Or it was the sheriff guy who said that, or I don't remember who it was. One of them were like, I don't believe you that's gonna happen, and the other was like, yeah, kill that man.
Jesus Christ.
There's a lot of N-words in this film.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
So
It's
it's kinda
not as
hard
bad
to
as
not-
Django.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
straight up,
Yeah,
it
you need
really
to watch
is.
All the
Django.
Tarantino films bleed into each other, right? Like, this is just the past. That's what he said, that they're all the same universe.
It's really they really don't though. Like the Django in this movie kind of like seem like he's off on a Western fling type thing going on.
Yeah.
And actually, you could even maybe go back
Kill
as
Bill.
far. Well, I was gonna say not Kill Bill, but Inglourious Bastards. But parts of Kill Bill do.
Kill Bill
Like,
definitely has
at
Western
at
themes
least-
in it.
I'll give it
As
at
long-
least the first like half an hour of the second one was very westerny,
It's
where-
like Western meets Kung Fu.
where she fights what's her name in the trailer.
But I
and
thought-
gets buried
Meets
in
like
the ground.
70s mod.
I thought Tarantino said that all of his movies are linked together.
They might
He's
be,
full of
but
shit
well, they
about
might be.
his own movies.
No, they could be like still like in the universe, but like totally like the last few of them he's made
They're
haven't
different.
felt like the first few that he made.
I forget which place he does this at, but in LA, if you ever go to LA, there's this theater that that Tarantino goes to, and he just plays old movies that he likes, and then he does a lecture about them,
That's
and it's like open to the public to go there. It's just like a $20 seat, and then you get to talk to him in an open forum, and he just talks for hours about
film.
about film or the films that he's showing and why.
That sounds like something I would love to do.
Yeah.
Just watch movies and then talk about them.
Yeah, that's what he does. So he talks before and then he talks after.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so if anyone's ever in LA, they can just find out which theater that's at.
I remember reading when the Hateful Eight came out that he did like a special like presentation of it at PSU in Portland.
He got fucked up because of the stuff that happened with Disney.
Didn't he also fucking get really pissed off because like the script leaked or something, and he was just like before they even started filming, and he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm not even gonna fucking make this shit."
Mm-hmm.
I have the script.
The original?
The original script.
Is it different?
No, it's exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing, I couldn't get past the first 5 pages because it was so fucking boring, and
I remember
the way
you
he
talking
wrote it
about
was
that.
terrible. And,
So-
and the reason why he was upset is because the way that he wrote it, he said he was experimenting with a new way of writing, but I know that's just the way he actually writes.
Yeah.
Because it's the way he talks.
Yeah, he's a fucking moron when he talks, dude.
So,
He's
like,
stupid when he talks sometimes.
I'm not sure how people that act for him can even read the script.
They probably have helped.
I feel well, dude. Sometimes I think actors like Sam Jackson too just fucking like kind of take the gist of some shit and just go with it.
Yeah.
I think they just look at their lines. I don't think they look at like because they're in the details of what the detail blocks for descriptions where he talks about action in the script.
At this point though, like he can't. It's either he's a likable guy or a lot of people do what he does because. At this point, he's worked with some of like the biggest names in the fucking business.
He can write it however he wants too. I mean, he's already established that he can just write.
And what the actors will just work with him,
right? Because there are a lot of people that have worked with him before.
So it doesn't matter even if it's
Tarantino
fucking like crazy
movie.
dribble or some shit. They'll
Right.
just keep
So I read the
Go
first
on.
script. I read the first couple pages, and I was like, I can't believe that this is real. Is this real? And then like when the
Why
movie
was
was
it so
finally
bad?
coming out, the way that he wrote his description blocks, it was like micro-directing the camera a lot, like to the point where it was like, I can't fucking read this. Like,
oh whatever, dude.
my brain's not. No.
That's what comics do, dude.
No, yeah, but in a comic book, there's not a bunch of fucking text.
Yeah, Oh, you mean yeah, there is.
Not for what you're seeing. You're seeing what you're seeing, but you don't have a bunch of details saying like, with a 3.5 millimeter camera, we're gonna have a picture of this, and slowly back out, showing the exposed Jesus Christ crotch, and then we're gonna go into a mountain with snow and have
crazy director notes in it.
Crazy director's notes.
Okay.
So I was like, wow, this is insane. This is the director's notes, but like, this is insane. This is insane for someone else to read. It must have been his copy or something.
Yeah.
So, and he got upset, and then he was like, okay, I just wanted everyone to know that I was experimenting with new ways of writing scripts, and that's why that script looked like that.
Just trying to fucking
Cover it up that that's the way he
face.
writes scripts. That's the way
He's
he writes
super
scripts.
anal retentive.
Hey,
I
dude,
wouldn't be ashamed of that.
Neither would I, like, because if you're writing and directing a movie, then fuck anybody who, like, criticizes how you write your script if it helps you direct better.
Yeah.
Like, if that's what you were imagining it as you wrote it, why not write it down? If you're the
quite
one who's gonna
honestly,
need it later, you
Like
know?
when you're working with that number of people, like what it takes to make a like big budget movie, you want everyone to be on the same page about what exactly you're
The only
fucking
thing
doing.
that fucking the actors really have to worry about is the dialogue.
Like leaving
you know?
it up to interpretation is
And
not
action.
a good idea when
Well,
you
yeah,
have that
like-
many people trying to work together. You know.
I have the feeling though, like whatever they're supposed to do is explained in pretty vivid detail. Also, if it's written like that.
No, kinda. I mean, like, the one thing that you don't want to do with an actor is tell them, like, look to the left and start crying. You know what I mean? Like, they need to put it in a way, unless it's super important.
Yeah, they need to
They-
fucking, like, at that level, be able to know where the cameras are and how to face themselves. and
Not just
shit
that,
like
but an actor should be able to read the script and then know, like, when they're doing their takes, they should be able to, like, use what they've read and put in their own emotions to make that character be real.
Yeah.
And not be told how to make that character real by being told what emotions to use.
Unless they need to be.
Unless
Like,
unless
they're,
it's
like, off the mark.
incredibly important to the story that they do this thing.
Or they're
Right.
struggling.
Right, but actors fucking hate that, so...
Well, I mean, like,
I don't know.
they should be able to do their own job, so...
I talked about this.
Should.
I talked about this like a couple weeks ago, actually, with this actual film that we just talked about. I could bring the script next time if you actually want to see it. Actually, I could send it to you because I have it.
I don't give a shit. I trust you.
Yeah, it's like one of the worst scripts I've ever read. because it's like, remember the Alan Moore script that I gave you?
I can't say though if I were going to direct something that I wrote that I wouldn't put notes like that in there also, because it sounds like
If you're gonna direct, I understand.
like
I
you're
mean,
literally
I
writing down
understand.
what you want to see in your mind's like from your mind's eye, you know.
I would write it I wouldn't write like all the specs of like what exact camera to use and stuff like that, because I would already like know which ones I want in my head.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you have crews of like,
I also like
yeah,
that
but
he
tell them
actually.
get these cameras and these are the ones I want you to use for this.
I like that
You
he's
don't
one of the
have to,
few
this
filmmakers
is-
also that still
Save
films with
time.
actual film also.
Yeah.
Even though that's gotta cost like so much more.
He used real film.
yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's gotta cost so much more than digital.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
To develop
Oh, yeah.
all that
And if
shit.
it's you know, I'm sure he fucked up at least one can, because when you replace those things, it's really hard.
My favorite character though was probably I don't know if I had favorite characters. I had favorite parts though.
Which
like,
part?
Dude, like Kurt Russell beating the shit out of her. Like it's horrible to
It's
hit.
terrible.
It's horrible to hit a woman, but like, dude, it's just ridiculous.
Shut
like
up, bitch! I'll pop you in the mouth.
And she's just bleeding
Yeah.
so profusely, like throughout the whole movie almost.
Even Sam Jackson punched her in the face.
How'd she get her teeth broken out? I can't remember.
Sam Jackson popped her in the mouth.
Was that Jackson?
Pretty sure.
Got her
Didn't somebody
teeth?
elbow her though?
Or I thought it was when Russell was in the throes of dying. I thought it was when he was like keeping up blood everywhere. It was when he beat her teeth in.
He started punching.
And that's right. And then he puked
Oh,
blood all
yeah.
in her mouth. And
Who knew that was gonna happen?
yeah, no. I knew he was gonna die, but I didn't know that fucking crazy blood vomit shit was gonna go on. It went everywhere.
This poor driver too.
Yeah, he got it worse even.
Yeah.
Because he didn't stop drinking it.
And he's the one that didn't have to do with anything. Like he's the one that had.
Yeah,
the
he's
least
just a
to do
nice
with
guy.
anything. Yeah.
I thought Mexico Bob was gonna be a I didn't think he was actually gonna be Mexican, but he was.
He
I mean,
was.
and I mean,
Did you hear the way he spoke? It sounded like fake Mexican.
It was
the whole
super.
time.
It super sounded fake, and I mean the guy himself, the actor, isn't Mexican.
Yeah.
But when
In
they
the
when they were
context of
talking
the film,
about him, yeah, when they
He
were
was
talking,
Mexican.
yeah, as his alter ego, in the gang,
Yeah.
it was like some infamous Mexican criminal. Yeah, I know. I was
Well,
just
some
like,
people that went down to Mexico were white and that were.
that's kind of what I mean, like how this movie was full of those like weird plot threads that didn't go anywhere though.
Yeah.
Because like I totally thought for sure like.
That was him taking a stab at white Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I think it was also like just a red herring, like where you knew somebody was gonna pop up, and also if you were eagle-eyed, you saw Channing Tatum's name in the fucking.
Which I did. I called it
Yeah,
out.
you see his name in the beginning of the movie.
oh yeah, I didn't expect him to be in the film until he popped out.
But no, like you knew somebody was gonna pop out later in the movie. They kept like hinting at it, and so like I thought maybe it was Mexico Bob, you know, just like some dude with a beard on. But
It's not me.
yeah,
It's not
exactly.
me, bro.
It's me. Like that type of thing. But it was
For a second, I thought
Channing
it
Tatum
wasn't
shot
Channing
off
Tatum.
fucking Sam Jackson's wiener.
Yeah.
Popped out of the hatch. And
when
he
it
got his
came
head
out-
splatted.
I was like, who is that? Is that John Cena? That's what I thought.
John Cena.
I was like, oh, it's Channing. Thank God it's not John.
Channing Tatum, or no, not Channing Tatum.
John Cena.
John Cena was in fucking the Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He battled like a big bear thing.
He was in that Amy Schumer
It was
movie.
a wrestling Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, it was on Cartoon Network.
Yep.
I watched it after that point because it was like we were watching it and we didn't know it was about wrestling yet, and you just saw like the gang
Luchadors
walking
and
around,
stuff,
and then
yeah.
all of a sudden, fucking
John
a big
Cena
bear.
pops
No,
out.
a big bear popped out at first, and they were like, ah, no, and then you hear the John Cena theme music. It was like, and then fucking he popped out, and we were just like, what the fuck is happening right now? And then they like
Yeah.
jumped off a fucking waterfall or some shit like that, and John Cena like fell asleep in the air because it was too boring for him.
You know why? Because Hanna-Barbera is making the animated series for their WWE network, so
It's
they have a
they're-
cartoon now.
It's because
called
Hanna-Barbera is
WWE.
fucking pushing Scooby-Doo for tricks on the fucking corner.
They just let you know who owns who.
Nah, that's really not it though. It's because Scooby-Doo has always done that sort of shit. I remember like when we were growing up, there were like
The
Three
Flintstones
there
had
was
them too.
Three Stooges with
Harlem
Scooby-Doo.
Globetrotters.
There was Batman and Robin.
Yeah, you're right.
There was a whole bunch of them, man.
The Beatles.
Did they?
No.
Oh,
Sergeant Pepper.
too bad. They could have.
No, I saw the WWE also did Flintstones, so I forgot what it was called though. But
Really?
yeah, the Bella Twins, John Cena, and a few other wrestlers were on it. They were called different names, like like Stone Age names.
Yeah, yeah. And they all like wore those weird like one piece like paw toga things.
To wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like my dick's flopping all
I
around.
think Bam Bam became a wrestler.
Bam Bam Bigelow?
No,
Oh wait, Bam Bam.
Bam Bam Bigelow. I think he's dead.
He had the best head tattoos. It was like his head was on fire. Yeah.
Talk about a drug addict.
Really? It's like, this is the meth shooting through my brain.
Yes.
I'm bam bam.
That was his music when he would come out. It would go bam bam.
Yep.
And then it would be like
Like a knock at the door.
bam bam.
What the fuck?
It was bad. He was just this big fat Jersey guy.
Well, yeah, he was one of my favorite guys to use in the 16-bit wrestling games.
Yeah, I remember.
I call those wrestling games the tapping games. I guess they all are attacking games.
Are you talking about the one that was like Street Fighter, or are you talking about the one that was?
It predates the Street Fighter one. It was literally like you would grapple, and then there was like a fucking gauge that would show up above their head.
Yeah.
You'd be tapping it and do this like fucking
That was
tug of war.
The one with
Like
him was
above and-
the one with Bam Bam Bigelow was Monday Night Raw. It was Monday Night Raw.
There were a few. There were like at least one or two on Sega Genesis and. But
Super Nintendo.
wait, was he in the Street Fighter one also though?
Yeah.
It was like WWF all up in the house or some shit
and
like
the minute
that.
you clicked on his character, it went bam bam.
Bam, bam.
No, bam.
But anyway, so yeah,
Doesn't
Hateful
make
Eight had
sense.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Okay.
I thought it was John Cena, but it wasn't. And I'm surprised that they killed him so quickly.
Yeah, it was awesome. His head fucking exploded.
That was good though.
Mm-hmm. Actually, all the times where somebody got shot in this movie were pretty satisfying.
If he had just dealt with this coffee that tasted like shit, they all would have lived.
Right?
Yeah. Hey, and also like fucking
I guess someone
You
would
still
have
would have dosed it like the shit coffee. It's
Either
just-
that or,
no
like-
one would have been drinking it though. I guess.
or Tatum would have just fucking gotten patient and shot everybody in the dick. Like from underneath the floorboards.
He could have put it into stew. Meanwhile, the fucking racist colonel was just sitting there.
That was
dealing
cold
with it.
when fucking Sam Jackson just shot the racist guy.
He was like, "Your son sucked my big
Yeah.
black dick." Yeah.
That was like my favorite part.
That wasn't
And
good.
guess what? I didn't even give
He's
him
all
the
like,
blanket
it's
after.
in your head now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You think that was a lie?
Yeah.
No.
An old Mary Todd watched from the background.
That was real.
Getting moist. What?
That was real. The
Oh
correspondence.
yeah,
with him.
totally. I still question even if it was fucking Mean Joe Gage that fucking poisoned him. He admitted to it, Michael Madsen, his character, but I don't know if it was him. I like Tim Roth's name a lot, even though I can't fucking remember it.
Who?
Tim Roth's character's name, the executioner.
It was like Dr. Such and Such.
It was like
Osgobius and Madobius
yeah.
or
Oswald-
some shit.
Oswaldo.
Oswaldo Cobblepot.
It was Oswaldo something, and it didn't sound British.
Yeah, everyone had weird fucking hokey names in that movie a little bit.
Man, she got the shit kicked out of her in that movie.
Even
She was great in that movie.
Yeah.
even this stereotypical black lady.
Who?
The two black ladies that worked in this place.
Oh, you talking about when they fucking rushed it? Like when
Yeah.
they did the flashback? Yeah, everybody got capped. Like, everybody got really capped. Except for the old man. Old racist dude.
Once his name got the shit stabbed out of him.
What was his name? That was his chair.
Fat Joe or something.
Yeah. That's Joe's chair.
He like exploded on it.
Overall, I liked it. It was a
Yeah,
good movie.
it was good. Did you hear that he was gonna make another movie, another western, but like it.
Tarantino's making another western.
But he actually got rights to turn it into like a 4 to 6 part mini
Oh my
on
god.
TV.
Oh, a TV. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes more sense then. Because if
No,
it was
not
gonna be a
movie,
movie, I
no,
was
not
gonna be like,
46
wow,
part movie.
another fucking movie. Can't you do something in space next, Tarantino?
No, apparently,
Space
like,
Western.
you
That
know,
would be okay, maybe.
you know, I'm actually like okay with like this weird little like Western revival he's got going on.
He's been doing this for a while because he also helped produce the Sukiyaki Dango one, where it was called Sukiyaki Western. He mixed Japanese movies with westerns, and he was actually even in the film. He actually acted in the film. He didn't write it, but he produced it. He didn't write it, but he produced it, and he's in it. And it wasn't good. But it's on Netflix. I think maybe it's still on there. Sukiyaki Western, I think it was called.
Dongo.
No, Dongo's my hamster's name.
Feed Dongo the bomb. Or the bomb.
The Dongo.
Yeah, from Zelda.
Whoa! I fucked up so
Just
hard.
a pterodactyl scream.
No, it was like I was.
Are you
I fucked up my sentence so hard. It was like I was reading an internet meme. Feed Dongo the bong. The Dongo the bomb. You know the second fucking boss of.
Yeah, he just said that. The Dongos were also in the very first Zelda game. Oh, that was the second.
That's what I was talking about.
I
Yeah,
thought you meant the
second dungeon. And he's like.
Okay, so is it question time now?
Well, are we done with? Did you like Hateful Eight?
She said she did.
I liked it.
I liked it a lot. Did you like it?
I thought it was better than some of his other films. I mean, I'm kind of a Nazi on Tarantino's films, and this one was entertaining. So it's kind of.
I think you're turning around. I think you get.
This
past,
one's warmer for me, but I
think
don't know.
you're getting past like the hate because I think that you're.
I think I really just hated Kill Bill.
I think you're right. I think Kill Bill offended you on lots of levels.
Yeah.
But that's okay because he's not gonna make any more of those. Psych.
Huh. God.
I just don't get how you make another Kill Bill without fucking Carradine.
Wait, they're making another one?
You didn't know that?
Is he writing it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's him.
Dumbass.
And Carradine fucking choked out in the closet while he's choking his meat.
I made a joke to Greg last night that's how China died.
Autoerotic asphyxiating herself in the
Yeah,
closet.
I said she hung herself in the closet and pulled her little penis until she died. I know that's terrible, isn't it?
It's not terrible.
I'm
We've
like the
been
worst human being
making fun of
alive.
fucking
See Greg get upset.
of China's
No,
clitoris.
Greg got
since the
excited.
I'm
fucking-
like, no,
Since the turn of the millennia, though, dude. Like, it's.
I showed Greg a picture of a comment from someone that had written like an hour after the report of her dying, and here's the comment, and it made me laugh. And I know it's fucking terrible that I laughed, but this is what made me lol. It says, "Damn, I was fapping to her porn like 3 hours ago.
Ew.
I wonder if he was watching me fap to him along with Jesus." he was watching. That's why I lolled.
I wonder if Xbox can see me now.
Yeah. Xbox.
God damn it.
Tupac. Yeah, Xbox.
Are you
You
sure
said
you're okay?
Xbox.
No, I said Xbox.
Okay.
Xbox.
Xbox's name.
But like, it sounded like I said Xbox. Can Xbox
Okay, so
see
can we
me?
get to the questions?
Yeah. Brandon's
Yeah,
got
what-
a bunch for us.
Okay. Number 1. Do you think we should have more holidays that involve killing animals?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
I was thinking
What do you mean,
they-
like Thanksgiving,
yeah,
we
like
kill a turkey?
Thanksgiving where we kill a turkey.
And I guess 4th of July is like a bunch of different
Meats.
But I mean, that's stuff
I don't
that we
want
were
anyone
gonna, we were gonna throw that meat away anyway. If you
I
think
want
about the way we buy
a
stuff.
holiday where we focus on finding Bigfoot.
What's it gonna be
Like
called?
one day every year, we fucking focus on like I don't know, Bigfoot Day, dude.
Sasquatch.
Find that bitch. That'd be the subtitle. And yeah, no, just
Sasquatch. Find that.
like
bitch.
every year there'd be a new plan. Like you had 364 days to like think up like something to do on that day that the nation can fucking take part in.
Okay, that's not a really good question.
That was a crazy question, man.
Next question. What is the worst thing you've ever eaten?
Oh, alright.
AJ, you can start.
Yeah, my friend, she made this stuff, and she invited all these people over,
Uh-oh.
and she said that it was Japanese pizza.
Oh Already, this is not good.
This is
So-
Japanese pizza.
No, it was. It wasn't Japanese pizza. Japanese pizza is called okonomiyaki, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it's this stuff that you make with like cabbage, and then there's some like not pancake batter, but like a batter.
What
and then
the
you put bacon and like shrimp, and then like the sauce and stuff. And
It
then you
doesn't
put.
sound bad, but how is that
But wait,
pizza?
because it looks like a pizza.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Wait, but that sounds like it would be mounded the fuck up.
It's about this. It's about 2 inches thick, and it's circle.
Okay, so the cabbage is like chopped up then.
It's chopped up really tiny and fine, and then you put batter, and then you put like pickled ginger and stuff
And the
like that.
pancake
and
is
then
like
you
the
put-
dough?
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
not pancake, it's something else. And then it's like bacon and shrimp and all this other stuff, okay?
Okay, so that sounds
And it's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
that sounds okay.
But she did not make that. And that's what she said she was making. What she made was maybe the single most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life. She bought a bunch of... Okay, the topping on this is supposed to be Japanese mayo, okay?
Oh god.
So... Okay, yeah, this is already Frank's nightmare. So... You're gonna gag.
What's
Yeah.
the difference between?
Japanese mayo is made with like apple vinegar, and it tastes more like it tastes more like deviled eggs than it does mayonnaise.
Does it,
So it tastes like the yellows.
does it look
Yeah.
the same?
Okay.
It tastes like the filling in deviled eggs.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks a little more yellow.
That actually sounds kind of good.
It is super good, okay, but not when it's shoved into a fucking like a pie tin, and about 4 inches thick,
Ew.
and put in the oven for about 30
man.
minutes.
Ew.
That's just it.
And then you put fish flakes over the top of it.
Ew.
So, no, have you ever seen bonito flakes? It looks
Mm-hmm.
like it's really thin-shaped cod
Oh, okay.
or sardine or something, and then it looks like if the substance that it's on is warm or hot, it looks like it's moving. Like
Yeah.
it looks like it's dancing because it's cut so thin.
Yeah.
So they put that on the plate and they gave it to me, and I thought, oh,
Hi.
this isn't Japanese pizza. This must be this must be a pie
Yeah.
because it fucking looks just like a cream pie or like
So you're
Oh,
expecting
no.
something
It looks like
Exactly
pie,
what I was
okay,
doing.
like a banana cream pie, and I was like, this is awesome. I love pie. So everyone was like watching me because they didn't even touch theirs, right?
Yeah.
And then I take this fucking huge bite of this fucking hot mayonnaise. And it was the worst thing I ever ate. And I didn't even eat all day because she invited us to dinner, so I was like, I'm gonna eat a bunch of food.
Oh no, that's the worst.
I got this big Japanese pizza.
So that turned me off from that for a while.
Wow.
What did you do? Like, what was the
I
rest
couldn't
of
eat
that?
like inches of
Did you eat
mayonnaise.
the whole thing?
I just took one bite and then like I wanted to spit it out and I had to force myself to swallow it.
Oh god.
You know how you chew stuff for a long time when you don't like it?
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, this is just getting worse because it's just like hot. It's still hot mayonnaise. And it's already it's already
It's
a
nothing
fucking.
to chew.
Yeah, there's nothing to chew. It's just gonna stay that size, you know.
Were they like laughing at you? Or
They were just looking at me and they were like, "Don't."
I'd be like, I have to go to the bathroom.
I was like, bleh,
I have to go to the bathroom.
and then so I swallowed the little bit that I had, and then I was like, I'm sorry, Jennifer, I can't eat this.
Shout
And
out to
then-
Jennifer making the hot mayonnaise pies.
Yeah,
You're
thanks for
You're
the hot.
gross.
Yeah, thanks for the hot mayo pie. It was fucking gross. I'll never eat that again. I make that Japanese pizza myself, and it's fucking bomb. Put a fried egg on top of it and everything. But yours was not what it was supposed to be. That's false advertising.
Man, why would you? Ugh.
I didn't know what it was. I was 18 years old, so I thought.
Why would
that's
you
what
even
it
make
was.
that though? Like, why would you just?
She
You're
read
a
the
bitch.
She read the recipe wrong.
What? How do you read it wrong? Like, where one is like fucking
Double
several
it,
things that
probably.
sound really good, and one is just fucking.
Mayonnaise.
Like, 2 inches of mayonnaise.
I think she just saw the part that says like you put mayonnaise on top of it, and they were like, "Oh!" And they just like spread the whole thing on top.
Well, if a little is good on top.
Another thing is mayo. Like you know how regular American mayo is like really like it's light.
Yeah.
Well, Japanese mayo is really heavy, so it's really like custard.
Yeah, you thought it was like a cream pie.
Exactly. I thought it was like banana cream pie.
Oh my
Or
god.
coconut cream pie. I was like, man, this looks
Whoa.
fucking good. Because the top of it had the bonito flakes, and the bonito flakes looked like shredded,
Coconut or
like
something.
coconut, yeah. And I was like, yeah! And then I put it in my mouth, and I immediately wanted to
Fish.
vomit. Yeah, it was a mouthful of fish and mayonnaise.
Gross.
So anyway, that was the worst thing I ever ate. I'm done talking about it because I lose my appetite.
Evan, what's the worst thing you've ever eaten?
I don't even know, man. Like, I'm trying to, like, I've been trying to think about it, and I don't know if I've ever eaten anything that was, like, truly horrible. Like, I don't know. I've eaten, when I was a kid, I used to eat grass. Well, that didn't taste good. Paper doesn't taste good.
Did you ever eat those plants that look like little? They look like a long green strand, and then the top would have like a yellow flower, and then you bite it. It tastes like mustard.
Yes.
I ate dandelion, but it didn't taste like mustard. I've eaten those a bunch.
My sister.
edible.
Yeah, they are. My sister used to tell me that they tasted like that because dogs peed on them.
Dude, if a dandelion tastes like fucking mustard, then there's a good chance that
It's
something
not
was
dandelion
done.
that tastes like mustard.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a dandelion.
Oh, okay.
It's like a weed.
Okay, well, dandelions are
Dandelions are
weeds.
weeds.
Well, you know what I mean. It looks
It
like
wasn't a dandelion.
no. It's like long and kind of thick, and then the little tiny flower on top of it's really small and yellow. She knows because she's from here.
Yeah.
It's not a dandelion.
It's not a dandelion. It looks totally different.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys might be thinking of a dandelion before it blooms, but
You're
No, not even.
I know what a
describing-
Is it
dandelion
you?
is.
for sure.
We could go to the park and I'll show you.
Yeah. And you'd be like, well, that's
Really,
not a
really
dandelion.
And then I'll make you eat
thin
it.
tubular stem.
It's not thin. It's like this long, maybe.
No, thin stem. I mean,
It's like that.
The stem is thin.
It-
yeah,
it's
but
thin,
it's
but it's
not a
thick.
dandelion.
It's not a dandelion.
It's okay. I believe you guys. I believe you guys. It's not.
It could be called mustard weed.
I'm like, I think it actually is called mustard
It's
something.
because it's
Yeah.
got dog's piss on it.
Tastes like mustard.
No, it's because this area like produces like tons of
Dude.
like mustard plants.
Janelle knows. All right.
Janelle loves dog piss, believe me. So you ate paper.
Janelle eats dog piss. That's the worst thing she ever ate. I wish.
Yeah.
No.
So.
I guess like I'm not a big fan of mangoes. Like.
Okay, now this is like more like a food horror story. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
One time
Nobody
I-
ever like duked in my sandwich or anything, man.
Yeah,
You ever
you
eat something
know
and found
what?
out there was bugs in it?
Yeah, but only after the fact.
it's not that bad.
And I mean, yeah, exactly. It didn't retroactively
Yeah.
like
You
ruin
find
my
out like the
experience.
next day. You like look in the cereal and there's bugs in there.
No, even like, dude, like the other
I
day,
ate
like
some of
it was
this.
like 2 months ago. Like
No,
it was
but I
like
mean-
5 minutes after I ate the cereal, I saw something around, and I was just like, well, I ate it.
Got some proteins.
Yeah. I guess I'm pretty sure I've eaten some sort of like horrible fucking like promotional cereal that like some sort of Cheerios that like was obviously sent out to die, that like wasn't ever going to get renewed, you know.
And it made your poop pink or something.
But all the ones I'm thinking of, I like.
I used to drink Frankenberry cereal. I used to eat Frankenberry cereal, but it made my pee turn pink.
Really?
Yeah, this is when to die, and it made people's pee turn pink. And then they had to recall it.
Super cancers.
Yeah, they had to recall it. My pee was
Made
pink.
my poops turn pink.
It was like neon pink. It was like Sharpie pink. Not Sharpie, but the highlighter pink.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I'd be like, my ass is.
Strawberry milk, mama!
Get me strawberry. I never did that. I never ate fucking Frankenberry either, though. Okay, so I don't really have a really gross one, I don't think.
Well, the worst thing I ever ate was my mom's grape jelly meatballs
What?
that she made in the crock pot when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
She got a
so-
recipe from a friend and thought, oh, this
Grape jelly
tastes
is
great.
good.
I'll go ahead and make this at home. But she went like wrong somewhere, and basically we tried to eat them, but they were so disgusting and horrible that we just spit them out. And she got horribly offended, and we ended up going to McDonald's that night for dinner because it was really bad, and she was all mad and stuff because we didn't like her meatballs.
Well, like,
Did
dude,
she eat it?
Has she had
No.
them? Had she had them before?
She had them at like a work function.
Okay, because I was like, dude, like,
But she
something
made them
was
wrong.
obviously in her head of what she wanted as an end result. It's
Mhm.
just she didn't make it. She didn't get there.
Mhm.
That sounds all bad.
It was. I felt bad for not liking it, but at the same time, I couldn't force myself to eat that. It was really disgusting. Like, words can't even.
Have you heard about people putting like Dr. Pepper in their like ribs in the crock pot and how it's really good?
Mm-hmm.
Because it makes the Dr. Pepper breaks down the meat and makes it super soft.
Tenderizes it.
It might
Yeah.
normalize it too.
Yeah, it does. It becomes like a sauce,
Mm-hmm.
and people really like it.
His
Sounds
mom was
awesome.
telling us about his cousin who makes chickens, like whole chickens or halves of chickens or whatever,
Mhm.
and he puts
Like-
lime and Coca-Cola
Yeah.
and cooks it.
Yeah, Michael is serious when he makes food, man. Dude
As
does.
opposed
Dude does.
to me, who's not.
No, you're serious too, but like, I don't know. He's just got longer than you to go about it. He makes food very well, professionally.
Not professionally, he doesn't work in the kitchen.
No, but I mean like it's the way he does it. It's,
Professional grade.
yeah, a lot of the techniques he uses at least. Sure.
Now I'm
yeah.
just getting hungry.
Yeah, I am getting hungry. But
I had biscotti and
Ian,
meatballs today, but no jam.
tell us about when you ate the In-N-Out.
Oh no! Is this bad?
No, it was just really bad and it made me sick. Like, not vomit, but just, I didn't eat In-N-Out for years after.
Was it raw?
No,
No,
it
it was just super
sat out.
greasy and like soggy and shitty.
It sat out all day, pretty much, is what it sounds
Oh,
like.
you let the sun like.
Well, like
I got it at school and they ordered a shitload at lunch once. 'Cause it was
What?
For like,
They had In-N-Out at school?
No, it was like for like we'd done some shit in like English class at Red Heart or something, and so we won like a burger party,
Whoa.
and like everyone, like a couple hundred kids got burgers, and so I'm guessing mine was like
On the bottom.
the first one made
Oh,
in that order.
And it just sat there?
Yeah, for 2 hours as they were making them, and then I got it.
You got a winner.
Yeah.
and he never ate In-N-Out again.
Really?
Winner,
Yeah.
burger dinner.
My
Until
girlfriend's favorite
until like
burger.
3-4 years ago. We finally got him back on the
More like
train.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
Well,
it's okay.
whenever. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
I
like
like
to
the
eat
fries,
it
but-
regularly. Yeah, I like the fries a lot, but do you get animal style?
No, I don't really get In-N-Out very often.
You should get animal style.
I like the
man.
fries at Five Guys.
You should try animal style though. It's like they fucking
I don't know.
cover it
It's
in
a
like
sauce. I've seen it.
and
I just never ate it.
onions.
It smells horrible.
Wow, and Evan doesn't even like food, and listen to him.
It's so good. I like it a lot. It's just a special occasion type thing when we go. For me at least.
I still miss the Big New Yorker.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Fucking
Not me.
They
Sure
made
about
that.
the New Yorker.
Well, the bad part is though, is like the last time they brought it back too, it wasn't $10 anymore. It was $20, and I was just like, whoop, fuck you.
Yeah. I used to save up my money hardcore so we can get those. 'cause
We
I only
get
made-
2 of them.
Yeah.
And fucking destroy.
Yep.
Take no prisoners.
I'd save my money all month so I could have $5 because I only got $1 a week.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that when you were hoovering?
Yeah, that's my high school days.
Looking for cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking for Big New Yorks,
Big New Yorkers.
the Dr. Pepper dicks.
China would be proud.
Look for a date. I'm hungry. I want pizza.
I'm just kidding. She was a vegan.
Will you
She's
just
not
feed me
proud.
so I can get some dick? What?
My mom says to me today, "Did you know that China died?" And I'm like, "Yeah, who cares? She's trash." And then she's like, "Did you know that she made a porno?"
Yeah. She's made more than one.
And I was like, "Mom, I've seen it." And she's all, "Oh my god."
Did you see the newest one though?
No.
Okay, because
I just saw the one night in China and that was enough.
okay, no, this was even worse, and I'll tell you why. Because it's funny. China did a porno, and she was in a wrestling ring, and guys dressed up in cosplay as the wrestlers from the old days, and they all fucked her. And the guy that was doing announcing was Mean Gene,
Oh my God! It's Driss Cherico.
and he was doing
He's
commentary
doing-
the
he's
entire
doing
time
China
during
now.
sex.
Oh.
And he was like, "Hey, do you like getting banged by the the Sheik, and she's like, "Oh, Sheiky baby, give it to me," and then, "Oh, here comes the Hulkster."
Oh no!
Macho Man's banging her.
Oh no! It's double K.
It's bad.
It was bad, and you could tell that she was on drugs and that she was like not even there.
Yeah, she looked really bad. I
She
saw a
thought she was really
picture.
back in time.
I saw a
Yeah.
picture of her and her
Do me,
last
Macho
time.
Man, do me.
Do me, Danny Bonaducci.
I saw her the last time she saw McFoley.
The little one, not the old one.
He posted a picture of her today on Facebook, and she looked
Yeah.
really bad. Like
She was all jacked up.
She looked like she was sick or something.
Oh, definitely.
Like she was really skinny and like.
Yeah. You know who else did porno recently? Sunny.
What? Who?
Sunny from WWF.
Who?
Oh my God.
She was like the only blonde. She was the blonde valet for a lot of wrestlers before
I
Before
think she
Sabre.
was in one of those games too that I was just talking about earlier.
No.
The 16-bit one? Are you
No,
sure?
no, she wasn't. This was like Nintendo 64 times.
Okay.
Oh,
Then I don't know her.
That's about when I
Unless
started watching.
unless she was in one of those games. And then maybe.
She was in like 1996. You were watching. She had sex with Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
Whoa!
Bret Hart got in trouble.
Are you sure that wasn't in a Sega Genesis game?
That the scenes?
Yeah.
Yep, Sonny was banging
I
in the
could have
game.
sworn. No.
If you put up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B, start, you get Sonny's tits on Bret Hart's face.
Dude, I used to have this friend that used to lie to me all the hell about fucking codes in video games. And I did not think he was lying at the time. But dude, it's so ridiculous some of the shit that kid said to me. Fucking, he said shit like fucking, "Oh, I got the Predator at NBA Jam,"
And you
fucking,
believed him.
he was all like, "I got."
Oh,
Well, dude, there were
Evan.
some crazy fucking characters. You could get like Bill Clinton in NBA Jam and shit.
But the Predator? Come on.
Well, I mean, like,
You
what?
know better.
If you're gonna go so far as to like put weird shit like Bill Clinton in it, then I don't know why you wouldn't.
They should put Obama in the new one.
But and he was all like,
Or is that
"Yeah,
racist?
I beat Maximum Carnage the other night, but then I beat it then again the other night, and after that, but this time he woke up in a graveyard, and then they were in a wrestling ring, and I was like, it was seriously like that. Yeah, it was like they were wrestling in a graveyard ring, and it was crazy. I was like, how is this even happening?
What game was this?
This was Maximum Carnage. It was fucking where you're just running around beating up people as Spider-Man. And this did not happen. It definitely did not happen. Dude, he said not only that the Predator was in NBA Jam, but that he could kill people in NBA Jam with the Predator. Like, fucking,
Wow.
like,
Rip their heads off and
fatality
stuff.
of them, yeah.
And I took his head and then I dribbled it and then I did.
That's
slammed
the type
down.
of shit that
Broke-
fucking
broke
the internet,
neck.
Put it in my
the
pants.
internet snuffed little kids like that out. Like,
Yeah.
they don't exist anymore because of the
All
internet.
that creativity's gone.
That's kind of sad though, but it's also like, what? Why were those kids doing that? Like, what motive do they have?
Bored? They have nothing better to do than think
These
of
are-
weird
okay,
shit and
okay.
see people fall for it.
All probable motives.
Talking from experience.
All probable motives, but also make believe. We don't know, basically. We have no fucking idea what the reasoning behind any of the why kids made any of that shit up.
For me, when I made shit up as a kid, when I tried to like fool people into believing things, it was usually because I was bored.
But some of this shit, it's almost like they're just dreaming out loud, and then they're like part of it's like this is what they really want, and part of it's like your shit. Like, oh, can I trick them?
Yeah, I'm bored. Let's see whose mind I can fuck with.
Well,
That's
they
how
got
it
me a
feels
lot.
For me.
They got me a lot. I think a lot of my friends.
You were an easy target, Evan.
Yep.
He always has been.
You're like, Evan, last night I was in my bedroom and all of a sudden the clown from It looked through my window and he's like looking at me and he had a balloon and he said like they all float and then disappeared. And then my dad came in with a gun.
Then the Power Rangers came in.
Like he said like get away from my son. You'll never touch him again, Grandpa.
Don't talk to me or my son
And
or my
then-
son's son.
And then I was sleeping and it was dark and I couldn't open my eyes and I felt hands on me and
It was just my uncle though.
they told
It
me
was all brain.
if I open my eyes then it will get me. So I kept them closed and Then like my pants started to do this weird thing.
Oh
We're not going there.
And my uncle was there.
But little baby Evan would be like, "Whoa, that's crazy, man! I'm not going
Yeah,
there."
You should
dude.
write this down.
And then the
in a
ghost
book.
uncles touched him.
Yeah.
Man, I don't
Like,
want that to happen to
and
me, man.
I
That's
closed my
fucked
eyes.
up.
And he told me like, if you bring Evan here next week, then I won't tell anyone.
Dude, straight up, like,
Straight up, that happened to me.
no, I would actually kind of like probably believe some of that. Like some of it. Like if somebody was like, man, you know, it was my house was haunted and I saw something outside the window and it was scary and it had sharp teeth and then it disappeared. And then my dad was yelling at it and he was there too and he saw it. And like I'd be like, dude,
If your dad saw it, then
that
it
was
must be true.
crazy. Like,
Dad
that
saw
sounds
it.
crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But the truth was his dad was just drunk and hitting things.
Or nothing ever fucking happened
Turns
at
out
all.
he doesn't even have a dad. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't even live there.
And then my dad
Been
was a
gone for
monster
months.
because he's that's how my mom got pregnant.
Yeah.
It
But
was actually the guy my mom told me to call Uncle Randy.
He smells
He
weird.
was dead, Randy. We never
Sometimes
saw
the big
Randy.
people only say emojis. All right.
You got any more questions?
So
Oh, you want more questions?
yeah.
We didn't get to
but
the prize question.
the bell and the ball.
Yeah.
The coup de resistance.
Actually, I have a couple more questions. Save the good one for last. Would you rather have scalding hot oil poured directly into your eyes, or live in a parallel universe where you are Tommy Wiseau from The Room?
I'd rather be Tommy.
Yeah, it'd be Tommy.
Really?
Yep.
Because, I mean, Lisa's like cheating on you with the guy.
Oh wait, you have to be him.
You have to be him.
From The Room.
You have to be him.
So
and
he's
the
gonna
world
die.
is like The Room.
Like he shoots himself in the
Yeah.
end.
So, like,
But you're really happy until that happens. Like up until you find out that
Lisa's cheating
yeah,
on you
Lisa's
and
a
wants
whore.
to leave you.
You're super happy. Like
Are people gonna throw
medicated
spoons at me?
spoons?
Yeah, that's part of the film.
Do they?
If
I don't remember that.
you go to live viewings
They
of,
did some
of The Room.
stupid Rocky Horror
Oh,
Picture Show.
Yeah,
no.
if you go, because they play The Room downtown a lot, and you bring plastic spoons and you're supposed to throw them at the screens whenever he says something. That's what it was.
If he somehow survived the gunshot, then I'd say Tommy Wiseau. But I guess
So molten lava.
I
in
guess
my
if he
eyes.
dies, then
Hot oil.
get the oils,
Scalding hot
put it in my
oil.
Well, I'd
eyes.
be blinded.
Yeah.
I'd never be able to
But
see
you'd
again.
live.
That kind of sucks.
But
Wait.
you live.
Could I get some upside though? Like, oh, I'm
Can I at
like,
least have a beautiful
but then I'm a
wife that I
drummer
know is
in like a
beautiful
famous
and all that?
band or something.
No. Nope. It's just hot oil directly into your eyes.
But you're not dead, and you didn't have to be Tommy Wiseau. until you
Exactly.
died.
God, now he's getting it.
Yeah, but like,
It's a would you rather. It's like supposed to be tough. It's not supposed to be easy.
I don't know. I like being able to see. You'll never be able to watch a movie ever again
But
unless you have
won't,
that.
You won't live past day 5 in the parallel universe. You'll die because you're Tommy
And
Wiseau.
I'll be happy until the last moment.
but you have to be friends with Denny. too.
Exactly.
And Denny's weird. Denny's real creepy.
And you have to talk weird yourself. Hey, Danny!
Yeah, but that's like
How's it going?
lots of people have to do that. Not exactly like that, but
But then you die, like it never gets better. Those people at least have a chance.
I don't want to be Tommy Wiseau.
I don't know.
Okay.
You don't want to be him now? You want the oil?
He wants the oil.
I'm gonna be Tommy just to spite it. I'll do it.
Oil or
Maybe Tommy will turn into
Or
something
both.
great in the afterlife.
Yeah.
You never know.
In my next life,
He was such a selfless
I'm gonna be
being.
something
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably, I'd go for oil, probably.
Okay. And I obviously choose to be Tommy Wiseau. If you could only eat 3-month-old hot dogs or butt bananas. I wrote this when I was drunk. Butt bananas for the rest of your life. Which one would you choose?
3-month-old hot dogs.
So
Yes.
are they?
They're cooked, but they've been sitting out for 3 months exposed to the environment
Oh, outside?
outside.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
In what?
Wait,
Wait,
Like
in
out
what
of
area?
a city dumpster.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm going with butt banana.
Yeah, I gotta be a butt banana.
I mean, like, wait,
but
is
the
the butt?
the butt bananas are grown from little
So there's a,
anuses of children in a
Oh.
developing country.
it just happens like that. Like,
Wait,
don't ask
but is it
how.
peeled or is it unpeeled?
It comes out
They
unpeeled.
shit out the
Yeah,
banana.
it's unpeeled.
That's like poop.
It's like
yeah.
it's like a chocolate. No,
That's just flavored poop.
it's a chocolate.
It's a banana, AJ.
No,
It's a
not a
banana.
It's a chocolate flavored butt banana.
But I bet they ate banana once.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Pretty much
You
the
wanted me to
same
come up
thing.
with questions.
Fuck, this is the worst question.
You know it's butt banana.
Because I thought when you said hot dogs, I was like, oh, maybe
might
it's
die
7-Eleven
from-
hot dogs, because those probably sit in the fucking
Yeah,
on
no.
the roller
These
for,
are like
for 3
Well,
months.
no, like I was thinking, like
city dumpster
depending
hot
on what
dogs.
region, like if it was like in a cold mountainous region, they'd just be frozen hot dogs.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the bananas. I was like, will they be cleaner because they come out of a cold butthole?
Oh wait, but interesting. If somebody's butthole was like if it was a robot's butthole that was like super clean all
So
the
they come out
time.
of children's buttholes.
Oh, children.
In the developing.
This just
In
sounds like a Michael
developing-
Jackson
In
thing.
developing countries, you might have a risk of contracting
Yeah, I could get
Giarditis
I could get
or other, yeah.
Montezuma's
Giarditis.
Revenge
Well, you can get the same from the hot
from
dogs.
poop.
I mean, if it's a hot dog that's been out for 3 months and like animals have eaten it on it, and
Dude,
like,
there could be like a new disease living in that hot dog after 3 months.
there could be
Do
a
you
new
want-
disease living in that kid's asshole
No,
if it comes from Africa or
That's
something.
kind of true.
I mean, look at
Hold
Zika.
on.
okay.
I got an idea.
What if it's a bunch of Zika kids
But
and
it's
they're the
still-
ones that make the butt bananas?
Bunch of fucking Zika
They are
kids.
Tiny,
They
tiny
are-
heads.
God.
Tiny heads and everything.
That's the logo on the
God,
fucking
oh
banana.
no!
On the bag of
A
bananas.
little fucking smashed head.
Smiling.
It's called Pedro's.
Don't know, not
Pedro's
knowing
butt
how-
bananas.
Not knowing how strange it
We made them this way so they poop out the bananas for you. You gotta eat some or what?
At least you get no insecticides.
Like just fucking like Stephen Hawking, but they're banana factories.
Here, you can have some of this if you want.
Dude.
It's a jelly from 1989. I found it in my fucking cabinet.
Dude, what the fuck? Wait.
Talk about hoarding.
I don't want to eat it.
No, you don't have to.
It's not hoarding, it's a
I
fucking.
mean, it's preserved, so it should be okay.
It's not even hoarding, it's
No,
fucking.
it's bad, dude.
It's not hoarding though. Fucking my mom, it's my mom's grandma made it for her.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. She
is.
kept it as a memento.
She did, but it's still.
It's scary though.
Well, no, she's gonna have to get rid of it because I think she saw the like my grandma's older versions of those, and I think that it ate
They
through the
didn't-
fucking
they didn't last.
jars.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Because it
so-
became living.
Yeah. I was like, dude, the symbiote's been in our cabinet this whole
You
time.
got venom in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat your brains.
Dude, 1983. I wasn't even
Dude,
born.
there's one that's
1989.
1980 in there. Dude.
I wasn't even born.
Yeah, it's older than all of us.
No, I came when I first found it. I was like, dude, I found this, and it's older than all of us.
Did you challenge someone to try it?
No.
Dude.
I knew they didn't have the cojones.
But that's kind of like what
Let's
the
put it on a
weirders would be
cracker
like.
and give it to Greg.
You'd have to eat the butt bananas. You'd have to eat them.
I guess we have to go with butt bananas. We made a joke about Zika. I don't know if you heard
No, I
that.
heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I would choose the butt bananas. Honestly.
Yeah, but you'd probably die from the.
I'll take my
the
chances with the city dumpster 3-month-old hot dogs.
They wouldn't even be there though after 3 months.
That's the whole point.
Like they'd be like
No, it
now,
isn't.
now he's getting it.
No
rotted.
way.
That's a trick question.
That's so stupid.
You guys are eating butt bananas, and I don't have to eat anything.
You're not gonna eat anything?
Yeah,
she's
so it would
gonna
be
die.
disintegrated after 3 months. The hot dogs would be gone. There'd be nothing up there.
No, but it's a never-ending
That's
supply
not
of
fair.
3 months because it keeps going over and over again.
That means you starve.
Because you said
I
forever.
starved to death.
Well, we're
I
gonna be
get
high
really
on the hog on
skinny.
these bananas.
Yeah.
Have fun dying.
Yeah. We're
Well.
gonna be really skinny and be awesome, so it'll be good.
You'll be skinny for like a couple days before you die.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you would be. I don't know if you could stay alive long enough to get skinny. Like off nothing.
I'll just
You might
live.
lose like 10 pounds.
I'll live
Yeah,
off-
but you wouldn't really look
You had
different.
water 3 to 4 weeks.
Depends.
Yeah, I mean,
She looked emaciated
I'll
when she
live
died.
off the
Look at the
dumpster
juice.
juices. Yeah.
Oh god, dumpster juices? That wasn't part of the deal.
How dare you restrict me?
Dumpster juices, I would have chose that over the butt banana.
No.
Fuck. What if you had to choose between...
Dude, are you fucking kidding?
What if you had to choose between dumpster juices and that jam that's in the closet?
I choose the dumpster.
Yeah, I might do the dumpster juices then. Dude, at least
One of
I'm
those
pretty
jars is
sure that
scary.
the dumpster juices is fucking like 40 years old.
Yeah, they're fresh. They're fresh
Pretty
dumpster
sure.
juices.
Well, I mean, at least 8 year old.
You should never open those things.
Oh yeah, no. I told her, I was like, dude, stop playing with those before you like release a fucking plague or something. Like, you're gonna
The
open it up
end
and
is
fucking like some crazy CDC shit's gonna fucking come swarming out.
Oh.
And they're gonna have to find the outbreak monkey
Well,
before they
I
can
bet
cure it.
I bet your grandma's jam's really good
Oh yeah, I bet it was. Like, but
if they've kept them for that long. I bet they were really good.
that's basically what she said. She was like, I can remember that, so I don't need these. Like that, and I think she saw my grandma's. Anyway, but yeah, butt bananas.
I chose the butt banana because I don't have a choice really.
I choose the hot dogs.
And Ian,
Uh,
make your choice.
You have to make a choice sometime tonight.
Ian, we can share a butt banana. I don't care. I'll split one with you so we don't have to eat
It's
so
like
much.
the Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
no.
Wait, okay.
I'm the tramp though.
So no to the butt
Just
banana.
fucking say one or the other.
Well,
Make a choice.
obviously it's only one because the fucking hot dogs don't exist.
No, you can
So,
choose hot
yeah.
dogs. I chose hot dogs.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Okay, wait.
You just
See,
asked me.
This is
and
like
I-
a trick question though, because they'll be gone by then, so I don't have to eat anything.
Okay, well let's pretend they'll be there. Let's
Yeah.
pretend.
I don't think you understand. Me and Ian both like to eat.
No.
So if something disintegrates
No,
before
no,
we can
it's like-
taste it. It
It's
doesn't
well,
work.
like the 3-week-old hot dogs. They'll be rotted away by
Yeah,
then.
well, they'd be
3
gross.
month old.
That's even worse. Then they'll definitely be gone.
What I'm saying is pretend that they won't. They're just sitting at the bottom of a dumpster waiting for you to find them.
You wouldn't be able to eat them though, because like
You
find
would.
it immediately.
Yeah.
No, you'd eat them.
No, they'd be rancid.
What,
If you were hungry
hot
enough-
dogs?
Yeah.
They'd be like
Like if it
maggots
was
growing
no,
out.
I mean
If only.
if it was like a 7-Eleven dog and it's been on there the roller for like
Oh, I
3
eat
months,
that
that's
in a hot-
fine.
in a hot
I think
second.
I
In a
think
hot
yeah, I
second,
think I would
yeah.
choose
No,
that.
but dumpster.
I know. See now,
Hot
dumpster
dog.
that makes it like I don't want that.
They even
Yeah, that's
But
right.
it-
It's
I'd
not
rather
supposed
have-
to be something you want.
I would rather have something out of someone's
It's not how
butt.
these-
I don't
questions
want the
work.
fucking 7-Eleven one either.
Yeah.
It's just that's edible and the other one
Neither
isn't.
of them are edible because
Yes,
A butt
it
banana
is.
is
A butt
edible.
banana is totally edible. That's why
not
I
if it's
chose
come out of
it.
someone's butt.
Why? Yes, it
No,
is.
I
It
know.
totally
You
is
can
edible.
find hundreds
You
of
can eat
videos
that.
online
You
saying
can
differently.
totally
I
eat it.
guarantee it.
You just can't.
There
eat
are
the-
things that we eat that came out of something's butt.
Yeah,
sure.
you just can't eat the rancid ones.
In a
There's
developing
a
country?
strain of coffee bean that it
Comes
only
out of
gets
butts.
activated after it's been pooped.
And there's
Yeah.
berries.
They
There's
find it,
berries,
they
right?
harvest it.
Yeah.
There's some kind of bug that is inside it's like a dung beetle, and then it makes these berry things or something
Well,
like
I
that.
think most, like a lot of
A
plant, a lot
dungleberry.
of plant pollination stuff happens by an animal will eat a seed and then poop it out somewhere later.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the pile of poop will become the fertilizer,
Yeah.
and then the plant will grow.
I remember hearing
It's like
stories
a-
about
yeah.
figs being like wasps. A wasp went inside the thing, and then like it closed up and died, and then it became a fig or something
That's
like that.
not true.
A wasp went inside its butt and then
I've
came
never
out.
heard that. It's not true.
I've heard that before.
Well,
Well,
Okay.
it's still better than a butt banana
So
or a
what is
fucking
it
garbage
again?
hot dog.
I disagree.
I would rather dumpster dog.
Garbage dogs or fucking butt banana.
I guess if they weren't rancid, I would have the hot dogs.
But they
Oh,
would
they're
be.
definitely rancid. Like that's the whole point. And you
He's a
have
butt
to-
banana boy. He's a butt banana boy just
You
like
have
the
to
rest
eat
of
for the
us.
rest of your life.
Butt
Butt
banana
banana
boys
boy.
unite.
It's a real shit-eating grain.
Hot dog girl.
Hot dog girl.
That's me.
Yeah, but you're just gonna die and you're gonna have to smell like fucking bologna meat.
It's not hot dogs if they don't exist when you're trying to eat them.
I'm like, yeah, you would last 2-4 weeks after that.
You would last, I don't know how long. Why are you telling me about my life? Why are you telling me about my business? Leave me and my hot dogs alone.
Leave me and John Julie the hot dog alone.
Yeah, JBJ, leave him alone. He's beautiful.
Okay,
My mom loves him.
I think we're done though for the night.
Are you sure you don't want me to sing "It's My Life"?
No.
You want an outro?
It's my life.
It's never, never.
Turn it off.
I'm gonna live forever.
Turn it off so
I just
the
wanna
singing
live
will
what
go away.
I
Have you ever seen that music video?
Fuck yeah!
No, you saw it though, Ian, right?
I watched it a bunch.
This was there was one time where every John Bon Jovi fucking music video was on demand, and yeah, it was
We watched
crazy.
them all.
Well, no, it was me and Ryan Constantino were really fucking drunk, and we decided to watch them all. And fucking yeah, there was one where during that part, like there's like a middle portion of the song. And this dude, like, fucking, he's trying his hardest. He's just been running the whole fucking music video to get to the John Bon Jovi show, right? And he can't see any way to get there, so he jumps off the fucking, this overpass, like fucking the T-1000 in a fucking semi-truck. But he just fucking lands and rolls at the bottom. And then a semi-truck fucking rolls over the top of him.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. All
It
the
just
John
makes me
Bon
want to
Jovi.
dance.
Yep.
That's like the perfect hair.
But I just want to dance. So, yeah, Game of Thrones. Arya is blind now, and then she got beat up with a stick.
Are we allowed to talk
And-
about? Are we allowed to talk about book related stuff?
I would prefer if we didn't,
Don't,
because
just-
I'm
there-
still
there's-
reading the books.
In a couple ways, it's basically right at the very end of where the books were,
Yeah, that's
And-
what I noticed.
and in a couple
Like, that's
ways, it's
fine
already
to say, but I
in
don't.
a couple ways it's already past where the books
Yeah,
were.
that's what I was gonna say. Was some of it seems like it's still in the book, and some of it seems like it's out of
Just
it.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, I knew that, but I don't want to talk about like specifics, really, like I thought
Okay.
From the book.
from the book.
Okay.
Whatever we've seen in the TV shows, fair game, but I haven't gotten to the book yet, so.
Well, actually, I won't start there. We'll start with Jon Snow and his dead body.
He did.
Okay.
Is
And
he
then-
the?
And then they, yeah, exactly. That red lady. Ian's got me. Ian's almost got me convinced that she's gonna fucking resurrect his ass.
She could, but like we've never seen her do that before. And the person that I think that could do it is that other guy, that other priest.
That's
that,
what I was talking about.
yeah, he says the prayer into the ear and then gets healed. Which
Where
would
is he,
fix
though?
the problem? I don't know, but he could show up anytime. I mean, that would build the suspense for the story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what the hell happened to them? Where did they end up going anyway?
They just disappeared.
Yeah, see? So, like, they're due to come back.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just fall off as the men without banners.
I think that'd be ridiculous if Jon Snow came back, but funny. But also kind of cool. Like, especially if he was, like, still kind of himself.
He's also, like,
Not
the
a
most...
monster.
He's also, like, the most famous character of the show. So,
You think
like...
so?
Yeah.
It was still alive
Peter
last
Dinklage
season.
was the most famous one.
Who?
I think either Peter Dinklage or Daenerys are the most famous ones.
Well, everybody likes... Really,
And
Daenerys.
I think Khal Drogo was fucking super famous when he was on it.
He only lasted one season.
Yeah, but he was really big, I think, when he was on it.
But I think he's talking about fan favorite characters.
Yeah, I'm talking about-
not famous.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage. Well,
Not
favorite.
famous, but how many
it's
people?
out.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm talking about... Yeah, exactly.
I think Peter Dinklage and Daenerys are, like, as
Okay.
popular, at least.
I think Tyrion's popular, but I think everybody cares about Jon Snow's arc the most. Like, he seems like he's the main dude.
You don't... I
I
don't
mean,
know.
the whole show is based around the Starks, right?
Yeah.
And
Bran,
we're
though.
running out.
Bran's-
We're running out of
Bran's-
Starks.
Arya and Bran and Rickon.
But no one cared about Rickon. I mean, like, how often did we
That's
fucking
why.
see his
But
ass?
Dude,
that's
there's gonna be
when he's
something
gonna
with
come
him.
He's
up.
still
There's
only
He's
supposed
gonna
to be
show
like
up.
he's still only supposed to be like 9 years old.
Yeah, but still, there's got to be something going on with that kid.
Was
Yeah.
with his bro, isn't he?
No, I don't think so.
He didn't go with his
They're,
brother. I don't
they're
remember.
separated.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought
He
ran
went
off
with
on
the
his
wildling?
own. Yeah.
And
The super British
thought
one.
Bran. I can't remember. If you think he went with Hodor somewhere.
Hodor.
Which
Show could be all about Hodor. He was pretty popular.
I
Hodor's
fucking love
awesome.
Hodor.
Do you know who he is in real life?
He's
Gay?
a DJ.
He's a gay DJ.
He is a gay.
He is a gay.
He looks like a
DJ.
big Ben. He reminds me of Ben. No one knows who Ben is.
Yeah, I'm like, you're gonna think you're talking
Mine-
about
Whatever.
Clock
big
Tower.
It's just
Clock.
been. Yep.
Yeah, he's a big clock, alright. I've seen his... I've seen his thing that hangs down. And
Ew, what? Really? That's gross.
What are you
Okay.
talking about?
Why
Oh
is
my
the
god.
scene where Hodor comes out naked and then the girl looks at him and is like,
Oh,
he's
okay. I
hung.
thought you were talking about Ben still. I was
No,
like, what
no,
the fuck is
no,
wrong
no,
with you?
no,
You're like,
no,
I've
no,
seen his
no,
big
no,
thing
no,
out.
no.
I saw it when it went into my mouth.
No. That's
Oh,
why they
Ben.
call you
It
Big
was
Ben.
just hanging over me.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything.
That's just why they call you Big Ben.
And I was like, I'm hungry.
No wonder Greg and you were so close. No.
No.
God, no.
I saw it.
Good God. You almost said it.
It was dangling. Okay, so, but Arya,
She's blind.
yeah,
blind.
and she got the shit kicked out of her with a stick,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she's blind.
and
More
but she
tennis.
has a stick now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Blind
like,
people need one.
She's
Okay.
gotta retrain herself how to fight and shit.
Yeah. She's
I
gonna be
feel like,
like
that part
Daredevil.
out of the whole episode
Yeah,
though
exactly.
felt like it came out of the blue the most though. It felt like completely disjointed from everything else.
No, it's just them starting up her
It's,
storyline again.
it sort of is because at least in the books,
No.
like no, I'm not going to that. I'm talking about the
Nope.
the placement.
Nope.
Of they go forever without talking about Arya. Sometimes. in the
Yeah,
books.
he's right. There's only like 3 or 4 chapters for her for the last book.
Yeah.
Maybe
They
even
go
2.
forever.
You know
and-
what
and,
though? Like
and
maybe
then
I'm
they
being
talk about
picky
her.
because I'm pretty sure that all the brand parts, if I went back and watched them now, would feel way out of place.
They
compared
talk
to the
about
rest.
Bran more than her sometimes
Yeah.
in some of the books.
Yep.
Like they've gone so long without talking about either or Bran now though. Like the whole last season basically.
Yeah, he wasn't even in it.
There's
Or he was in
probably
it for like a
tons
minute.
of shit that has happened to them that we just don't ever hear about.
Well,
Well,
Hodor's on tour.
It's weird because in the book, at least, you're supposed to think that
Was.
all of these things are sort of happening in an overlapping timeline. So,
Yeah.
like, it's not like you go to the next chapter and then that's like a week later. You know, it's like kind of like some of these things have been happening.
day.
at
No,
the
but
same
that's what I
time.
mean is like because of that though, like you're seeing even less almost.
Well,
of
my
the
point
story.
being is like all of the stuff that has happened. Basically, they could go and just show and be like, "Oh, well, this is what happened to Bran right after," you know, because like we, like
Oh yeah, we could just continue off from where we were.
Well, like I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's like not interesting shit. Like that's probably nothing going on. It's
I'm not
just
gonna talk about it.
yeah.
them walking around or some shit. But do
You
you know
can't
what?
walk, Evan. You
Yeah.
jerk. He can't walk.
Dangling his legs.
Yeah. he's-
Pretending to walk.
What he does is he has Hodor hold him up, and then he has someone else with string on his ankles,
He's
like
made-
make him dance, like a marionette.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
made a steampunk.
I was just
Iron
like
Man
thinking like about how that brand like was the beginning of all this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the first episode.
Well, no, but I mean like it was
This is
like
long.
the very first thing that happened. Like as far as the
Yeah.
scandal.
And he's the most magic one, besides I guess Ari's blindness
Yeah.
If you just
of
listen,
the main people.
just to listen to his mama, maybe none of this would ever have happened.
Well, what happened was 2 fucking incestual perverts killed him or tried to kill
Yeah.
him.
It was just
One
one
on.
ancestral pervert, but yeah. The other one just watched though, and then she was like, "Woo!" And then like after, then they were like, "Yeah, like we're gonna do it, cause
All the time.
kids dying get us off." Then we'll tell. Then we'll tell the parents.
I think the thing he said before he threw the kid off was like the things I do for my family.
Things I do for love.
Yeah.
I like Jamie Lannister.
Even though he's incestuous.
Yeah, even I
Yeah.
feel like it's like a personality flaw.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I was thinking about it when I watched the first episode for the season. I was watching him talk to Cersei after he delivered the dead body of his daughter, and they were both talking about how they were gonna rise up and fight the other people and be the fucking family that they need to be and be the strongest and eat everything, everything, and own everything. And then in my mind, I was thinking like, you know how much of a journey Jamie's gone to go back where he started.
Yeah.
Wait, what do
Like-
you mean back where he started?
Well, this is the kind of attitude he had in the first season.
Not exactly.
No,
Not
really
exactly,
wasn't.
but not exactly. But
I remember
it's almost
Jamie.
like
I remember Jamie in the first season being very apathetic, like being very like, oh, I'm a rich boy, and I really don't give a shit what happens to anyone or anything around me.
But he cares. The only thing he cares about is his kids and his.
Yeah, but he didn't have to
wife.
worry about any of that. It was like so cemented down at that point, like in time. Like
None of his kid died.
his
yet.
wife was married to the king, you know, and fucking his kids were fucking next in line for the throne and shit, you know. Like he didn't have to worry about it. Like, and he hadn't even had anything in his life threatened, but then he went through that whole ordeal of like, what did he have to do? Alright, like,
Got his hand cut off.
he got caught by fucking Caitlyn Stark, and then he got his hand cut off at one point too, and then he had to...
Killed the Mad King.
No, that was a long time before.
Well, yeah, but that was a noble thing that he did by killing the Mad King.
It was. It's weird because like
Selfless.
it's like he isn't loyal, but he's
a good
like
knight.
I think he's got a lot of honor, if that makes any sense. But it's only honor to himself too, to his own code.
Right, but then when you watch the first episode of the first season that we just saw, and he's talking to Cersei, and he's saying like, "Don't worry, we're gonna fuck everything up. We're gonna take everything away from everyone else. We're gonna have all the things."
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like, wow. Like
I
I've spent all this time getting to like you, and now I don't want to like you.
It depends on what he's gonna do, and it also depends on what Cersei's gonna act like.
It's almost like you don't like you like the bad. You know when you like the bad guy, like Darth Vader. You like Darth Vader.
Well, it's like, dude, I like them even in bad guy mode.
You like Cersei, really? She's a bitch.
I like them in bad guy mode a lot more than I like those church people.
Oh yeah, the church thing is dumb. I
think that's the first target.
Of course.
I think they're gonna wipe them out of fucking King's Landing.
Of course. But will they save the queen?
You know what? I'm not sure. I'm wondering, they haven't showed the gay guy yet either.
No, he's probably got
They
stuff
haven't-
up his butt. Who knows? They're probably torturing him.
What's that pinecone thing again?
Pear of
the
anguish.
pear. Yeah, the pear of anguish.
That sounds terrible.
I mean, yeah, it is.
pear-shaped
It's
thing.
exactly
It's got
almost
a
like...
crank on one side, and you put it up the butt, and you crank it,
And it
and at the very
opens up.
end, it's got a point. And when
Oh.
it splits open, does become sharp points.
It's like
And
it's
you
like
crank it,
fucking
crank
9
it, and it
or
opens up,
8,
and
9
it cuts
pieces.
you open from
that
the
are all
inside.
like, okay, they're like,
X-Pac.
Yeah.
like,
It's a Bronco
It
Buster.
Xbox, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, but they're like razor
And
sharp
it's
too, and there's
Not razor, just enough to like cut you.
That's terrible.
and yeah.
No, that's the most disgusting thing. Stop. I don't like. Oh my god. It's awesome.
It opened
That's
up
like
to like this big.
that's like putting an all new meaning to the awesome blossom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
What is that? Chili's?
That's
That blossom.
the awesome blossom is not Chili's. It's I forget.
Outback.
Yeah, Outback
TGI
Steakhouse.
Fridays.
Yeah,
It's your
that's
mom.
what they want to do on Friday. They want to get the awesome blossom cheese.
The pear of
Cheese.
anguish with cheese.
Oh.
Okay, Game of Thrones.
We talked about Jaime and Cersei's fucking talking, and how I'm just
Did
saying.
they? Oh yeah, they did show Daenerys.
Yeah.
She got captured by the fucking Dothraki peoples.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she eventually was able to talk her way out of it.
Yeah, but then she's getting sent to the old widow's
Yeah, she's
home.
gonna go hang out. Yeah.
What do you
with
think
the
it
old
is?
crones.
Do you think it's like a palace, or do you think it's like a cave or something?
No, it's
They don't show palaces.
they've shown it.
It's basically a.
They have?
It's like a city in the middle of the desert where they take
all of the
the
old monuments from the
trophies
places that
they've
they
taken from
conquer.
places they conquered. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just full of broken down monuments.
They tear their uteruses out and hang them
No,
on the
but
fucking...
that place is basically almost like a nunnery, but for widows of cows.
Yeah, but I mean,
Are there
okay.
men inside it?
I think to guard them. I can't remember.
I don't remember that being in the book. I don't remember.
That was like literally some of the last shit that happened.
Okay. So it's right up there.
It's all gonna be new. Get used to it, butt face.
No, like 1 or 2 episodes.
You're like,
more,
fuck you,
there's
Martin,
literally none of
man.
the
You
parts
fucking
that'll
blew
be-
5 years out your ass.
You know what?
You thought you were gonna get another book before
No,
this.
I expected him to die already.
Martin?
No books.
Yeah. Why are you calling him Martin? Because I keep thinking of Martin Lawrence. Stop.
I call him Railroad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a conductor or like a sea
No,
captain.
RR.
Oh,
George
Railroad.
George
Railroad Martin.
That's probably why he wears those fucking hats.
Yeah.
He's like-
Those are like fucking sea captain hats, not fucking...
Yeah, I know.
Not
He looks
train
like
hats.
he looks like he's a
He
fisherman.
doesn't know the
Train hats
difference-
are
he doesn't
different.
know the difference between a boat and a train. Okay.
That could be deadly. I'm gonna take this boat out for a spin on the lake, honey.
Daenerys lost all her boats too. Daenerys lost all of her boats.
Yeah.
They burned them all.
Yeah.
Dude,
And-
where's her fucking dragon at? And why isn't it eating all the
It was
fucking
eating,
earthy
it was eating
assholes?
goats.
Remember what happened?
I don't. Oh, well, I remember it flew off with her, but like,
Flew
why?
off with her. They landed in the field, and then the Dothraki came and started throwing spears at it, and took a couple spears, and it got away
Uh-huh.
and left her on the ground.
Okay, I didn't remember.
totally
that
don't
last
remember.
part. Yeah,
I thought
didn't
that was the
remember
last thing that
part.
happened.
It
I just
was.
remember her
I
flying
just,
away.
yeah, that's all I remember.
That was right after
That's
that.
exactly what I remember.
In my
It was
brain,
right after that.
in like every time they end a season, I'm always like, is it gonna end with Daenerys again?
It
Yeah.
usually ends with Daenerys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've noticed that myself.
Yeah, and then when they're
Most
like,
episodes actually end with Daenerys.
yeah, and then when they show the boats burning, I was like, great. Here comes another 3 seasons her trying to get boats.
Yeah. No, 'cause that's what Dinklage says. Like, looks like we're not going to Westeros anytime soon.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Build boat tomorrow, you
I
assholes.
thought there were only 13 episodes left.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid, dude. Have you heard that?
Yeah, they cut it short by another season.
How are they going to do that, dude?
I don't
How
know.
are they going to end this? No, I mean, like, think about, like, what's going on right now.
This isn't the final
How do you
season.
fucking-
It'll be the next one.
Yeah, but, like, how do you wrap all of this shit up in 2 fucking seasons?
You take what George R.R. Martin told them, because he told them what's going to happen, and then they aren't given like the actual like path on how it gets there. They just said like you need to be here when it ends, so they could just do it all real quick, which is what like people have been wanting them to kind of do, because this series, you gotta admit, is very slow.
It is.
Like
Yeah,
the
but I
first
like
the
that.
first 8 episodes are like talking,
That's
and then
I like
the last
it.
2
I
are
like
actually-
it.
That's the whole point of.
I don't see why what the fucking people want. Like, that's why it's good.
Last season had a lot more action though.
I don't give a fuck about the action, dude. Like, it reminds me of
What I mean is the pacing was a lot more exciting.
Yeah, but what I mean is I don't care if it's not exciting, though, because, like, even when it's not exciting,
Well,
like,
you know what,
quote-unquote exciting, it reminds me of, like, British dramas, like,
Last
at their
season
best.
was more exciting because it was like the culmination of tons of storylines.
Yeah,
Like,
they were pushing hard.
Well,
to
it's
speed
like
things up.
it's not the end, but it's the beginning of the end. Like,
I'm just saying, like, I could watch Tyrion fucking talk to, like, the eunuch guy, like, a whole episode, and I wouldn't care. Like,
Well, it's just usually when they're talking, they're actually talking about.
But that's
story-related
what he's
things.
talking about, though, in, like, the first few episodes.
Yeah,
people just
people
talking
complain
back and
about
forth
it.
at each other, and, like, I
I
like
enjoy
that. I
that.
like that shit. I
Yeah.
think it's really intriguing. But
Some people like it, and then some people don't.
Well, they should
I mean,
watch
like,
it if they
and Ian's
can't
right.
handle
Like,
dialogue.
like the cool shit that we're getting now is the payoff of that shit.
yeah,
Like all that like talking,
jerks.
the boring stuff, whatever.
What will happen?
Like if you don't give a shit about this, the crazy shit happening to the characters, then it's not nearly as crazy.
Yeah.
They didn't even show what's his face.
Hmm.
Braun.
Braun.
Oh.
Tyrion's assassin.
Oh yeah.
He was coming back on the ship from Dorne or whatever with them. for
Yeah,
that.
but
Yeah, but they didn't show him.
they didn't
Right?
show him.
It's probably because he's like passed out below
It's
the
probably
deck
'cause
from
they-
drinking.
It's probably because they cut the funding because they fucking and then they cut his scenes because of that, and then
So they had to
Basi-
pay.
I got this weird feeling that like HBO thinks maybe Game of Thrones, they're afraid it's gonna like run out of steam, and that's why they're
How's it
cutting.
gonna run out of steam after it's been this many seasons? You know.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it's been this many seasons. How can they run out of steam? People want to see what happens next. Like people
Oh.
are begging for it. You know.
No, there is a point though where people just like kind of stop. Like if you
It has-
if
it
they
hasn't
don't
happened
if they
yet.
don't know the ending is coming, basically.
Definitely hasn't happened yet, especially with the way the last season ended.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean, look at how the social media exploded for like fucking 3 months talking about Jon Snow's fucking death. Did
Yeah.
he die? Look
What
at
do
his
you mean?
eyeballs!
No.
Look at his eyeballs!
Did he die? He got fucking stabbed like a
Well,
billion
no, people were like,
times.
look at his eyeballs. If you look really closely, his eyes turn purple. That means that he's a Targaryen, and he's
Oh,
gonna
wow.
be like blood, and he can't be burned.
Yeah, but he got stabbed like a billion times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
like
what people are
there's
saying.
a fucking holes in him.
And then other people were like, no, it means that the White Walkers are going to turn him into a White Walker. And then he's going to be like the leader of the White Walkers.
You know what I just thought of? You know what I just
That's
thought of?
what I thought of.
Is okay. Daenerys can't be burnt, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when they try to burn Jon, he's not going to burn.
No, I was gonna say, well, that would be if he is Targaryen or whatever.
Yeah, that would prove it.
Which would be a cool kind of twist, maybe. But like, what I was gonna say though is like, what if her brother didn't actually die?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy with
And he just has like a big gold thing stuck to his head, and he's been like wandering around like that.
Somebody
just, like,
woke the dragon.
just hella blind though, like he can't see, and he's just got a big gold helmet.
He was an ass.
Yeah, he's a fucking
he was
ass.
the worst.
Like, who was he
That
worse
was
than Joffrey though?
so good. He was like on Joffrey's
I
level.
did not.
Like,
I
had he
like.
been king, he would have been like exactly the same, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
And yeah, like that was so good. He got his so good. Very rarely do people get it as good as he got it.
Yeah.
He got the crown that he wanted.
Yeah, crown for king.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show's the bomb.
.com.
Yep.
What else happened?
We got to see Melisandre's true form.
Who?
The
Melisandre.
Red Witch.
Oh yeah, she was old. We got
She
to
was old.
we got to see the Dorne peoples
Here's-
murder each other.
Here's a crazy question.
Yep.
Do you think they CG'd her body before not the old body, but I mean like when they show her naked, the actual actress that does Melisandre?
Do you think that was
I never look at the
Do you
body
think that that's
closely
really her
enough.
body?
I never look at the body closely
I
enough
don't.
to
Why
tell.
aren't you looking at her body, dude? It's a piece of art.
Because I refuse
The old
to
woman?
look at it.
No, not that. The fucking red-haired
I
woman.
refuse to look at it.
Why
dude.
isn't
I
the
don't
old
want-
body a piece of art too then?
I know
Well,
it's
it is because it's all like, you know, a
I
fake
know
bodysuit.
I know it's naked, and like the second basically like nipples are apparently coming out, I just like glance away because I hate like fucking being like my attention being led to like shit like that.
Sexual
I hate,
stuff.
Yeah, I hate it being used. I feel like I'm being like marketed,
Manipulated.
Like, yeah, exactly. And I just like I'm like nope, and I just look away, and I just like kind of ignore it until it's gone.
Good for you.
Well, I mean, like, it bothers me. I don't want to fucking
I'm just
just
saying
feel
they're
like.
trying to manipulate
I feel like they
you.
think I'm a dude that's gonna be like, yeah, and I'm like, fuck that. I don't want to be that.
I look at it and I'm like, Jesus, this woman's body looks so fucking like it looks look like it's fake. It looks like it's too perfect.
Doesn't she fucking?
It's probably a body
Doesn't she
double.
get naked?
It's either a body
in
double
that one
or
movie
it's
with
like
Sean
CG.
Beanie in with the Black Plague.
Can't remember.
I thought she
Yeah,
flashed
I
some.
think
I
so.
thought she flashed some
Yeah,
boobies
she
in
did.
that too, and they look like the same boobies though.
Okay, I'm not,
No,
but I'm not like, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, it's your tits. I'm saying like the way that it looked like it was CG to me because she looks like statuesque.
They might have like fucking like touched her up a little or some shit.
Probably.
You know? I don't know.
It just doesn't look real to me. It's almost like this is
I
too
completely-
perfect of a body,
I-
too symmetric of a body.
You know how like we forgot like the stuff with Daenerys? Like
Yeah.
I'd completely forgotten what happened to Stannis also.
Yeah.
Stannis' death.
They didn't show him die actually.
Oh wait, yeah, he
From
he
what he
killed
is-
his daughter and
they
then
just showed him get like surrounded by a bunch of enemies, right?
And then they were saying like Ramsey.
Ramsey's
like,
is number one.
the torture guy.
Yeah.
Like he was the
Ramsey?
one. Like they said, like catching a Baratheon
Bolton.
off guard isn't like something isn't like hard to do.
Ramsey Bolton.
He did die. He died.
They didn't show it,
Yeah, they did.
did they?
Yeah, they did. Oh wait, no, you're right. They showed the scene where the guy attacked. It was like an overhead shot,
Yeah.
and the guy like speared or something.
But they don't show.
They didn't show him
actually
get.
die.
They
I've
didn't
got
show him
I've got a
actually die,
weird
yeah.
feeling that we're gonna find fucking Stannis fucking splayed
Getting
and
his
flayed.
dick cut off.
Yeah, splayed and flayed down in a basement somewhere, dude, or in a dungeon. Like he was just keeping him to himself. He likes to do it to like people of royalty or nobility.
He's a dick.
Dude, that guy's horrible, man. Cutting off dongs all over the place.
If you play
that's the worst thing you can do.
If you play the Game of Thrones game, you have to deal with him.
Oh no.
I know it's terrible.
He was.
It makes you hate him even more
Uh,
because you have to actually converse with him, and you have to deal with him.
did they have the real voice actors for that game?
Yes.
Oh, nice. I have that game now.
I know, and I know you don't like the way it looks, but the game is
No,
actually pretty fun.
I don't mind the way it looks more so than I hate the way that it runs.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Telltale games run like shit, basically, and I'm not a big fan of their engine, but like I've heard so many good things about their games, and that Humble Bundle was such a good deal. It was like $14, or no, maybe even like $13 for like upwards of 10 games, like really good ones.
Insert harmless plug here.
Yeah, well, Humble Bundle's awesome. If you don't know about that and you play PC games, you should probably check it out.
It's cool. I
You'd save
played all.
shit tons of money. Many people
yeah.
think the sales that go on there are like so good that they're crumbling the industry. They think
Really?
because it's like devaluing games.
I played the Game of Thrones whole. It's called a season because they go by episodes, and it was actually a really fun game.
Yeah, the first one's free on Xbox.
Really?
Yeah.
You should try it. It's fun. You'd like it.
A lot of the Telltale stuff.
And you could replay it twice.
You know they made a
No.
Jurassic Park one.
I saw that.
But
But
you hide from a T-Rex.
But
Did you ever play the LucasArts game Sam & Max growing up?
yeah, I did.
They made one of those too.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking the Back to the Future game.
You know why? It's because Telltale's from LucasArts.
Oh, is it?
I believe so.
Like ex-employees or some shit?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's cool.
That's why it's up here. That's why
That
Telltale's
actually
up
makes a
here
lot
with
of
us.
sense why they had, like, kind of the style of the games make a lot more sense in that way. They feel like LucasArts games to an extent.
But Ramsay Snow's in some trouble in the show. In the actual show. Because his
Sam's
dad's...
young.
Yeah, his dad's like, you fucked up. And now they're going to come for
Hopefully
us.
my wife's pregnant because they don't have another heir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
God, that
or
guy.
having a baby boy.
Oh, this big fat woman that he got paid in silver based on her weight. He was like, pick a wife
Dude,
and I'll
I thought-
give you her weight.
I
in
thought that they were
silver."
caught again before fucking Captain Phasma came and saved the day.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
No, I thought that fucking Reek was gonna
Yeah.
get something else
Reek.
cut off of him.
I love Reek.
Dude, I think he might turn into like a good character, but I have the feeling that like that's just something that they're doing to me before they're gonna kill him for good.
This is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, it's such a good... You should download it and try it. You'd like it.
2 gigs.
You should just play my PC one,
Yeah, he has
then you
it all.
won't have to buy the rest.
Yeah, he has it all.
I'm just hoping they'll eventually give it to me because I've got
You
all,
can just get them all.
all of season 1 of The Walking Dead.
Really?
They gave it to me for free.
That's because
Oh yeah, those were the other ones. Was season 1 and 2 of
I
Walking Dead.
saw that. They're gonna put stuff into that from the comic. Actually, they're gonna cross them.
Yeah, I thought I heard about that.
Yeah. But yes, Game of Thrones was a good season opener.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it set the pace for what's happening and makes us want to know what the fuck's going on.
I gotta say though, like it's doing the same thing that like The Leftovers was doing for me last season, where
It wasn't giving you the answers you wanted.
well, and because I know that there's like a countdown to the end now
Uh-huh.
going on, that I'm
Each
starting to
wasted
get fucking
opportunity is bullshit.
yeah. X-Files did this too, where it's pissing me the fuck off when like you just see this empty space and empty time and nothing going on in it, or when there is stuff going on, it's not of any consequence. Like it doesn't matter at all. Like I don't know. I'm really afraid that like they're gonna end the show like, and there's just gonna be shit tons of fucking unresolved plot threads.
You think that's the way the
Just-
series is gonna end?
Yeah,
though?
I think
the series.
Yeah, I think that like something's gonna happen.
And the books will answer everything because he's
No,
planning on
like
that?
this is what I've heard Martin say on the comment, or Martin's or whatever the fuck, on the comment of like the show ending in 13, right? Is
Yeah.
he said, well, I think the universe really opens itself up to spin-offs, which leads me to believe that he's only gonna like end one plot line. Like he's gonna be like, oh, then this is how the Lannisters ended, or oh, this is how Daenerys like gained the throne. It's gonna be whoever becomes the next
Yeah.
to sit on the Iron Throne. And that's
So
gonna
you're
be
saying
the
we're gonna
end.
get a spinoff?
Well, no, I think like basically he's gonna say, oh, this was the end of Game of Thrones, but then like the story, the main story is basically gonna continue on after that. It's just like, oh, that
So,
was
provided that he lives.
no, not even that. Like they'll probably, well, yeah. like for a little bit at least.
If you look at the stuff that he wrote in the 80s that was based around this, like he had not the Onion Knight. He had some like really old Game of Thrones stuff, like thousands of years before Game of Thrones even started, stories in Westeros, and then he made Game of Thrones. So he's just going to continue with it until he dies, which could be like tomorrow.
Yeah.
God, man, you think he's just gonna fucking die?
I
It
see
really
it coming.
pisses him off when people say shit like that.
What if he
I don't
has?
care.
What if
Be
he
mad,
has?
George?
What if he has the best genetics in the world?
Yeah.
If you have the best genetics, how old is he? 70?
What
I
if
don't
he's?
know.
What if he's like?
He's 30.
What if he's like? What if he's
His
like?
books
Jude,
are older than him.
Yeah.
What if he's like Jude Law and
No,
Gattaca?
the first ones came
Like
out
he
in
just
the 90s.
No, I
he's
know.
got a
It's
heart like a
teasing, 'cause
horse.
of the long wait.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you have a heart like a horse and all that weight plus all the alcohol that you drink.
He just eats and drinks a lot.
He drinks a lot of margaritas.
Yeah, spicy ones.
Yeah.
I like them when they're spicy because it's like my butt.
Come on,
See, so you're
Perry,
giving me
so
shit
throw
for making
half.
fun of him, and now you're making fun of his voice.
Dude,
I
I'm
can do
not
whatever
saying
I
like
want.
I'm not saying like yeah he's fat and I think he's gonna die.
I don't think he's gonna die because he's fat. I think he's gonna die because he's unhealthy. Like, you could be fat. and
Whatever,
healthy.
that's exactly what you mean. Get out of here.
No, but I don't know.
Semantics.
I don't think we'll finish stuff with him. I think he'll think that he can just keep going. I don't think he realizes his mortality.
That's what I mean. Is like I think he's gonna wrap it up like a small portion of the story in like 2 books,
Yeah.
and then continue like dreaming off the rest of the characters, like and never have a real ending.
I think
Like,
it's actually done already, and he's waiting to.
like, but what
Release
done
it until
means
after
though
it's
isn't
done.
like what I don't know.
Why?
Like, just to fuck with people.
That's
Like,
mean.
wait.
It is mean, but I could
It
see him
creates
doing
an
that
insane
because
demand,
of things
though.
that like people say about him and shit, and he seems kind of petty like that
Yeah.
too.
That's like Prince.
Yeah.
He has all those music videos. And
Prince didn't do it
songs
because
in
he's
the-
petty though. Prince
in
did
the
it because he's
vault.
fucking nuts.
Yeah. Super talented and had to do something. with it.
Fucking what's his name did it too though. Tupac Shakur.
Shacker. Toothpick Shacker. Toothpick Shacker. But anyway, so that's Game of Thrones then? Like, what happened at the end exactly? Oh, Melisandre.
Yeah.
So that choker's magic and it has an illusion maybe. Some people were saying that the choker is what's going to bring Jon Snow back. They were like, put the choker on Jon!
What the
And I was like,
Fuck?
the choker just made her look
That's
young.
not what
It
that
was an
Make him look like-
illusion.
Yeah.
Make him look
That's
like a
even-
Okay,
redheaded
but
naked
young-
woman.
Some people
Yeah.
might equate that to like giving her life,
What?
Just with his head there.
Yeah.
and in that case, it might work.
That's
I
not
don't
what's
think so.
happening
You
at
don't
all.
know.
No, I was thinking about it, dude, because like I was like, I bet it is just it makes her look like that,
Yeah.
and maybe even feel like that.
Maybe
But you
it'll
never
make him
see
look like that.
see her moving at anything like faster than a snail's pace.
She comes in real slow.
Yeah,
to
she's
rooms.
always moving super slow,
Which
and-
makes me think about when she banged
yeah.
Stannis.
He was
Stannis,
just like,
and then it makes me think about when she gave birth to that
To the-
demon,
yeah.
and then I imagine
Just
her
her
old rickety
old-
body with her tits hanging
like
from
basking,
front and sides.
basking.
Yeah,
in
like
bucket.
a basking birth.
That's the technical term.
It's
You know-
fucking ugly shadow.
You
being.
know what's that name? You know when
Basking birth.
you're giving birth upright and
you're 90 years old,
and you got
And
fucking and you got
the
fucking
baby
cow's
looks-
skull stapled to your head.
The baby looks
And-
like a gigantic water bloody.
It's basking
And
birth.
it, and it comes out and it's like a fucking ribeye steak. It's just got a big bone in it, like that's in the middle, and that's your baby. Fucking, and I
That's
can't.
terrible.
That's what it looks like. Silly putty. That's what it looks.
It did not look
wad
like
of
silly putty.
Yeah, big wad of silly putty.
Maybe if you like fucking took silly putty and put it in a handful of hamburger meat.
Big wad of
Like that.
no bloody silly putty.
That's what it would
That's
look
disgusting.
like. Okay.
That's Game of Thrones, everybody.
Yeah,
Big
Game of
old
Thrones.
bloody piece of silly putty.
I'm really happy it's back. I hope that they show Arya's storyline a little more heavily
Fucking better.
this season at
You'll
least.
see more. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I just don't even like to see her in this state. To be
You know-
honest,
you know
like
what you're
I don't
gonna
like
get?
her seeing her like all blind and helpless.
You know what you're gonna get? You're gonna get like a taste more of Arya probably to the point where maybe she gets her eyesight back, or maybe something
You
happens.
think she's gonna get it back?
I don't know.
I think she might just fucking Daredevil out.
I don't
Learn how to fucking
I don't know. But
work without it.
Yeah.
but
You don't think so?
No, I mean, like, it's just, I don't know how to put it.
What do you think is gonna happen?
Oh, okay.
It's hard.
They just better put more of her in it because
because last time it wasn't enough.
well, and also it's just like this is almost to the point where they left off in the books with her. And
Exactly.
It's just like, they need to bring this. Like,
If you know what's going to
the fuck is she
happen,
gonna
why aren't
do?
you showing it?
Like, is she just pointless to the whole?
Yeah, like
throne battle going on, or
like I said, if they know what's going to happen to her, why aren't they showing it? Because they didn't do it before because they didn't know what was going to happen to her, so they had to slow it down.
Yeah.
But like, I think we're going to get a little bit more of Arya this season. We're going to get some tastes of Bran. We're not going to get a lot of Bran.
I
We
think
never-
it's just going to be a couple of
tastes.
We will
visions
never
of
get.
Bran.
We will never. We will never get a lot of Bran.
We might never see Bran again because who knows?
Oh,
He
don't
might
say
become
that.
a fucking tree, according to what we saw.
Whatever. He's not a tree.
Why do you think those weirwood trees have faces?
God, what's her name? What's Sansa?
Cersei?
Sansa.
Oh.
Fucking. I think she's on. I get a weird feeling that she's fucking on the chopping block. Like
She's
that.
like really unnecessary.
Well, no, because like
as a character.
every time that it seems like a Stark is like just regaining their footing again, like the shit gets kicked out from under them.
Remember,
and that's just what fucking.
What's his name said, right?
Hmm.
Bruce Bolton, Ramsay's dad. He's like, we need like,
Sansa.
we need her to take the north.
Yeah, to take
Yeah.
Winterfell.
That's why they need to get her back. And so I mean, they can't really kill her if.
Dude,
Because
I
people
just
follow the Starks.
don't ask me why, but
The
I
North
just have a
members.
weird Game of Thrones
I
like
mean, she might die, but I'm
like
just saying, I
shitty
don't think
death
it'll be on
coming
purpose.
feeling. And I don't even like her, but I just feel like it's gonna be one of those ones that's all like, yay, yay, everything's working out.
She could be pregnant right now.
Uh,
Ramsay raped her.
Yeah.
She could totally be pregnant.
I bet she is.
I'm just saying I got a
No.
feeling.
And still, she's technically
Just saying.
married to Tyrion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's scandalous.
Mm-hmm.
And she was a fucking ex.
And Reek
to
had to
fucking
watch.
Joffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not
she's
ex,
had a lot
but-
of. She's had a lot of partners.
Oh wait, that's right. She never was.
Yeah,
Hot
right.
was.
They got no. She married Joffrey for like a day.
No.
It was the reception of the wedding, wasn't
No,
it?
that was when he married fucking what's her name,
Oh, that's
Margine
right.
or whatever. And
That's
then
right.
He died at
Mar-
his wedding. Remember?
Yeah. Thank God. I didn't really like
That
when
was
he died,
so
though.
awesome.
I thought it could have been. I wanted to see him in pain more, but I guess killing him fast was.
I just didn't know it was coming at all, and when it started happening, I was just like,
The Red Wedding is what fucking got me by surprise.
Yeah.
all both of them were pretty good.
Yeah,
The
both
Red
of
Wedding
them
is
I
like-
didn't know.
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That one was just sucky too, because I was all like, "Fuck, dude, I kind of liked Rob."
I liked Rob and his wife.
You know what's weird
Yeah.
though is like
That's what I was like.
This has happened a few times now with the Starks too. Is like each time one of the Starks
Get
dies,
something.
well, one of the kids of the Stark kids at least.
Yeah.
I feel worse because I don't get to see the wolf anymore. Almost
Yeah.
than
A lot
I
of them
feel.
ran away.
Yeah,
A lot of them
right.
just
Like
ran
where
away.
did they go? Where are they? At?
Whatchamacallit?
Arya's ran away.
Arya's is still alive, like, at least in the oh. Yeah, and they said it ran off into the woods. or
Lady
something.
died. They killed Lady.
Lady, yeah. Got killed in place of
Of
Arya's.
Sansa.
Yep.
Arya's, yeah.
They
Rickon's-
killed Rob's.
Rickons, he used to ride it.
Rickons is still with him.
He used to ride
Shaggy
it?
Dog. Shaggy Dog.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, he was little.
Yeah.
Shaggy, he's like 7 or 8 years old. Shaggy Dog. And the werewolves, the fucking dire wolves are supposed to be like almost the size of like cows.
Oh
Yeah.
whoa.
You've seen how big they are, Evan. They look even bigger than normal wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're
They're
not as
even
big
bigger
as
in Game of
cows.
Thrones.
Cows are
And some of
In
they
the
try
book,
and
they're
use
even bigger.
perspective to make them look that big with like.
In the book, they're huge.
Yeah.
They're fucking big. Like, you could
They
ride
killed
one.
Rob's though. They killed Lady. Where is?
Ghost is inside the...
Yeah, locked
Watching
up.
over the
I
body.
can't remember what happened to Bran's.
It's with him, and he takes it over. Remember?
Yeah, but I mean, and I can't remember what happened. I mean, I can't remember his name.
Oh.
Summer.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the
Think-
name of his
I
wolf.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's summer because
And then-
winter, summer. Get it?
And then Ari is just named after a hero, like a woman hero.
Nymeria or something. Nymeria.
In Nymeria, yeah.
Oh my god, now we're getting nerdy.
We're nerds.
Well, no, I'm just trying to remember what happened
On
to
the
him.
nerd train.
I'm just trying to remember what happened to him.
Nerds.
What else happened?
That's it. I mean,
Dorns, yeah, all fucked up though.
oh yeah, they killed all
They
those people.
killed those people,
The-
and I didn't give a damn though.
Yeah, we knew that was coming.
Yeah, that's true.
He got a spear to the face that the sun did.
That was
To the
pretty
back of
good.
the head.
When it popped out the front. That's kind of good.
That was kind of good, but you don't want to look at boobs.
Well, dude, okay. Do you not see the difference? Like, it's not like
Between graphic violence
the
and
boobs.
sex,
The boobs aren't.
I don't
what,
see a difference.
The
no.
the boobs aren't what offends me. Okay, like the intent of the boobs are what offends me. Okay, so when I'm seeing a fucking boobies put there, I feel like that's meant to fucking make me oogle. I don't feel like fucking a spear going through somebody's face is meant to make me oogle. I don't feel like that's.
It makes you oogle in a different way.
No, it doesn't. It makes me cringe
That's why they
and
call
look
like,
away.
That's why they call like Saw torture porn.
Yeah.
No,
That's why it's
but
called
like
horror
no, but
porn.
it's supposed to make you look away almost like ugh, right? And like that's kind of the reason why people like that type of stuff. It's like an endurance type thing where you're like, can I take it?
Can you take all these boobs, Evan?
No, but that's not the point of the
Can you
boobs.
take-
The boobs are never mind. It's like the exact opposite point. In fact, like,
I don't
but
know. I think they're kind of the same.
they're not. It's not.
They're sold together in a package. It's a package deal. Sex and violence are like a package deal.
No, sex. Well, I mean, like sex and violence.
That's the Hollywood mantra.
I know, but they're popular for different reasons. And also, not all violence is like Game of Thrones knife
Oh, of course
coming through
not.
the back of your face violence.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. But that's why, like, another thing that I kind of wanted to say was, when you were talking about Starks, was like every time they have a happy day, like, they have a fucking terrible one.
Oh yeah, just waiting for the other shoe to drop every fucking time.
And you always get your hopes up, because you're always like, oh, they're having a good
You
day,
can't,
maybe this
though.
will work.
You're like, dude, no, don't, not with the
After
Starks.
the Red Wedding, when I was reading, I was like, I gave up. I was like, that's it.
The Starks are done.
Starks,
They're not gonna win.
They're just being used to torture. Like
They will not win. They're not coming out on
Yeah.
top.
I mean, they might. No, they might. It's just, but like at least until the very end, they're gonna be stomped on at every turn. Like
I don't think they're going to be on top of anything.
It's like a family full of Jesuses.
I think they're
they
going
might
to
come back
become
and kill everyone.
They're going to become like paragons, you know, like they're going to be like this symbol. Like Arya's going to be a symbol.
I think
Bran's
they're
going to
gonna
be a
come
symbol.
back
And
and,
John's
like-
going to be a symbol, and
I
that's
think
all
they're
it's
gonna
gonna
like come
be
back and like crush the whatever establishment. is
Sansa's lucky. All she got was raped. I mean, look what happened to all the others. Like lose their fucking ability.
there. I
to
think
walk.
she's gonna like take over as like Warden of the North and like
It's possible.
rally them and just like basically save everyone from White Walkers or some shit.
Be your dad for a day,
Yeah.
and then die.
No, just take over.
It seems like her character hasn't really been through. I mean, like, yeah, she's been through some like hostage situations, but
Yeah.
the stuff that's happened to her isn't as bad as the stuff that's happened to the other characters. That are
Not the
brothers and
Sansa,
sisters.
but like, dude, I don't think Bran's has really been all that bad.
He lost his
yeah,
legs.
He lost his ability to walk.
Yeah, but that
which is
happened
pretty
before
bad.
any of all the bad shit happened, actually.
He was the one that suffered first,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't really. I don't know.
but then he.
Like, I feel like the reason why all the other, like when the real Stark suffering began was when Ned got his head cut off. When Neddard got his head cut off. So, like, anything before
called
that, Neddard.
Neddard. That's his
Neddard.
full.
Neddard got headed.
Eddard Stark.
Oh, is it Eddard?
Yeah,
but
Neddard.
they call him Ned.
Okay, well, anyway, yeah, when he got his head cut off, though, I feel like is when the real starting point to, like, the Starks.
Yeah, you're right. It's the.
Because, like, Bran was still,
Yeah,
like,
it's-
getting, like, treated, like, basically, like, royalty at that
It's
point.
really the real starting point was Ned's sister being killed.
But that we didn't even see that
Yeah, but I mean, like that's really when the whole
issue started.
Starks like
Man, I didn't remember that.
Yeah,
and
but we never saw it.
and
Yet.
what's his name?
Supposedly we see it in this
Parasyte
season.
was in love with her.
Supposedly they're gonna have a flashback this
Yeah.
season.
See, that's another thing too. The flashbacks, like 13 episodes. Fuck.
Well, no, that the only reason that would be there would be to explain where John came from.
Yeah,
And
but he's dead.
yeah,
So why care?
yeah. No, she's gonna bring him back.
Purple eyes, man. Purple fucking eyes.
No, I think she's gonna.
Targaryen.
I was also thinking she's just gonna burn his corpse as a sacrifice.
And then he's gonna still be there.
Because he's king's blood. You know?
Oh yeah,
And she's
I
gonna
thought-
make a super demon.
In my brain, I was like, "Oh shit, she's gonna collect all that snow blood
Yeah.
because of that big fucking stain that he made."
Yeah.
She doesn't know that he's the son of kings, though. She just thinks that he's a
No,
bastard.
the first time she met him, she basically almost asked Stannis to like let her have him, because she knows he's something.
She saw him in the flames. Remember, she said, "Well, that's weird because I saw him at this place at Kingsgate or King's
But she was
Landing."
like almost trying to seduce him and stuff, like because she
She
knew
tried
that
to.
she knew that he'd make a monster if from a baby, you know.
"Yeah,
Baby monster.
The baby
God.
monster.
don't do it, dude. If
Yeah.
you knew what she looked like without that
He
choker."
didn't. He didn't.
Okay, so Game of Thrones, I think we got it. Or
Yeah,
Can't think of
anything
any
else
other
you
part.
guys-
don't do it, John. If you wake up from this, don't do it.
What if like he wakes up from it because that?
Yeah, and she's like,
Oh,
all,
God.
all old and
Oh no!
And then Glenn from The Walking Dead shows
Oh,
up. He
yeah.
comes out of the dumpster.
crawls up from under the inch and a half wide space.
I hate the way
dumpster juice.
I hate the way media is doing this shit now, where they have the "Did you die?" and
Yeah.
they're like, well, "We know that social media is going to explode if we try to kill one of their favorites."
Yeah.
And then we don't tell them for 2 weeks. or 3
Dude,
weeks.
okay, like I actually really liked the last season of The Walking Dead, but there were like 1 or 2 parts in that last season that were totally fucking bullshit, dude. Like just like that, like to the point where they actually showed shit at the end of one episode that was switched around
I said
in
it
the
when
next episode.
I said it when it happened.
like where they changed shit, and it's like fuck you.
I said it when it happened.
Fuck you.
It's just like in Misery when he didn't get out of the car.
Yeah,
car.
he didn't get out of the cockadoo car though. Fucking
Remember,
god
like-
damn it, dude! You can't,
'Cause, like,
you can't do that when
the
I
week
fucking
before,
watched
he
it
got-
last
he
week.
got welded into the car, and then the car got pushed off the cliff. And then the beginning of this week, you see him jump out of the car at the
In
last
what?
second.
In what?
Misery.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I used to watch this movie, these movie shorts when I was a kid.
That's right.
And when I
yeah.
saw it at the beginning of next week, I stood right up and I said, "No, you did not get out of the car."
He didn't though.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. She was right.
It was the first time you saw her like break and get that just crazed look in her eye.
the cockatoo car.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I want to make my girlfriend watch Misery.
dude.
It's a good movie.
Oh god, when the feet.
Don't tell her.
Oh,
Don't tell her
feet,
anything about it.
dude. Oh my
Don't tell her
god.
anything about it. Just be like, this is a good movie.
We should watch this.
Yeah, no, it's really laid back. You should be like, it's actually a love story. No, you should say
It's a romance.
Because at first,
You're just like, okay.
they're kind of flirty, you know? Like, at
No,
first,
just
like, she's
tell-
like,
tell her-
oh, Paul, stop it.
Tell her.
And, like,
No, just tell her. Well, I guess,
And,
I
like,
guess
The truth about
Because-
relationships.
this shit just starts getting crazy, and she'll be like, what? Oh my god. And then the feet. Oh, man.
No. Isn't it axes in the book?
she cuts his foot off.
Yeah.
Whoa, really?
One of his feet.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's an
Straight up
axe.
Kunta
cuts
Kinte's
it
him.
off. Like
Oh,
chop. Yeah.
man.
Mm.
I think that the foot hobbling with the mallets is worse.
It's not.
I mean,
well,
you
it's
still
not
got
nice,
foot.
but at least you still have a foot.
I just think all those bones in there are getting destroyed, turned to dust.
Unless you could still have the possibility of walking again.
You could also like.
I don't know,
bleed
dude. Because
out
she didn't like
from
even
having
look like
your
she
foot
set
severed.
those things.
You could bleed
She looked like
out.
she just fucking like left him there like that.
Well, the point of hobbling is for it to heal wrong.
Yeah,
So you can't-
exactly. She was hobbling him so he can't
Yes.
move.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, you should totally tell her it's a love story, and then
Let's watch this romantic comedy.
yeah, no, seriously.
It's got sci-fi comedy elements.
James Caan, like, do you remember Godfather? It's
The guy from Elf. The guy from Elf.
It's
yeah, yeah.
It's the
She'll fall for
prequel
it.
to Elf.
Terrible. You guys are telling me some. If she listens to this.
Yeah,
She doesn't. Nobody does.
It's all a joke.
Oh, come on. We got 17 listeners last week.
Those were all my mom.
No, honestly, most of it was me because I wanted to listen to the intro over and over again. Not that.
I love Meatball Parade.
Yeah.
Thanks, guy, whoever made that.
So,
Made it free.
Parasyte.
Yeah, okay, Parasyte. We watched the first 5 episodes of Parasyte.
I thought we watched 4.
We didn't watch
We started
4.
on
We watched
3.
2.
You're right, we watched 4.
Yeah, we started on 3 and then watched 1 after so far.
Yeah.
You
4.
said 5 in the intro, though.
I was gonna start. Oh, well, shit.
Oh, well.
It's okay.
It was 4, I mean. I'll mark it on the video itself. Okay, so for the art, it's really good. I think the art is pretty passable, and I like how creative it is with the parasites and how they look on the humans, right?
I really like the concept in general.
The dog one too.
Yeah, the dog one was great.
But yeah, to the concept though, it's a very interesting concept.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it gives me a lot of feelings actually, like The Thing. Like John Carpenter's The Thing. At least them being aliens.
It seems to be a little more sentient. They seem to be a little more sentient than The Thing.
Well, remember The Thing was trying. It was it was in a much harsher conditions than like those things are. Like if it didn't do things perfectly in The Thing, it was not gonna. It's gonna spend another how many 100 years or whatever under the ice.
The Thing though, it can like
hibernate.
Well, hibernate, but it can also take over anyone it wants. These things, like, even if it was able to maybe take over another person,
that's true.
Like, it's still not like they have to protect the body they have, you know.
I don't mind the main character. He flips out all the time at people, and I feel like that's like the least he could be doing, knowing this shit's going on. It's kind of like crazy that he's like
holding it all together.
Yeah,
like,
at
for
all.
the most part. Yeah.
But I do like. I could see people maybe giving it shit, being all like, well, I would have went to the police already or done something, but I can actually see the reasoning behind
people
why he
think
might
he's
not.
Crazy.
Yeah,
well,
like,
he's
who the
talked
fuck
about
would
it
listen
a
to
few
that
times,
shit?
isn't it?
Yeah.
He's like, I'll just get turned into an experiment, or no one will believe me.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't really have much choice. And then, like, the other part of it is, like, as long as he really, like, has the parasite, it's going to continue to pretty much save him in situations because it needs to ensure its own survival.
Yeah, but it's like that suit.
They have to, like,
it's
work
like the
together.
suit in Suburban Commando, though. Like it attracts things too.
It does.
Like it brings those things. It's like fucking The Quickening.
They like eating each other.
Yeah, it's definitely like a eat
Yeah, they like the battle.
or be eaten type scenario. But I mean, like
Pokemon.
if he were to, like, let's say, like, try and chop off his hand and get
He
rid
already
of it.
tried to stab it.
Yeah.
Remember?
But I mean, like, if he really tried to get rid of it, it probably wouldn't be in his best interest.
Well, it wouldn't be in his best interest.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't. I'm sure there's some reasoning why it couldn't like just attach to somebody else's body. Like it's like blood transfusion level type shit.
It's either that or like the thing where like it said like I'm not how I'm supposed to be, like I didn't form correctly in the beginning, and he's like, so like I'm not really supposed to look like this, but
whoops.
Yeah.
I thought it was crazy that he can detach. What was that for 3 minutes?
Yeah. 3 whole minutes. That's a long time.
Well, it's
for
long
a body
enough
part to be.
It's gonna be weird to see a
own.
fight like that, like off the body. It's just gonna be like that,
Making
just
putty
that.
noises.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, they better have putties in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
It was on IGN. I didn't watch it though, but it's like some people think, I guess, that Rita Repulsa is the Green Ranger. That's why she's wearing that outfit.
Dude, they're ruining
Green
it.
and gold.
Ruining
They
it.
are.
I think by the end of the movie, someone else will have the Green Ranger power.
Oh, boy.
Also, that's
The dragon
completely off
coin.
topic.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't give two shits, but like Elizabeth Banks, I think she could have been much better. It's very repulsive. They've just gone more traditional.
What if they just go the whole
An Asian
Game of
woman.
Thrones route and like when they shoot her necklace, turns her into an old hag?
Okay, do that. Shoot her necklace. Shoot her in the necklace.
I don't think it matters to me because it was a kids show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, if you look at like what Rita Repulsa was like, and what like the first images of her look like now, do you remember what she looked like? Kind of.
Yeah, she was an Asian woman, and now she's a
Yeah.
white lady.
Yeah.
Well, no, but like she looks like a fucking.
What are you trying to get at?
She looks like a Mortal Kombat character, though, man.
In the original?
No, in the new one.
Well, of course.
In the
she's
old
gotta have
one.
a fight.
Fuck that, dude.
In the old one, she was just
Fuck
this
that.
wizard lady. She was a witch.
Yeah, but
And
like,
she
what's
would
wrong
cast witch stuff. She would never fight. She'd have the things fight for her.
with? Yeah, but
She'd
what's wrong with
blast them
like?
with
Yeah, what's wrong with
electricity
shooting
sometimes.
shit out? Yeah, like okay, like look at Willow.
Just throw
At the
staff
end,
down.
like that's
Yeah.
a good witch battle, you know, and like she didn't have to do any fucking kung fu and shit.
Yeah, but it was a wizard versus a wizard instead of a kung fu master versus.
Dude, those Power Rangers are gonna spend the whole fucking first like 90% of that movie fucking fighting like shit hand in hand.
Who's doing this movie? Michael Bay.
No, but
No, it's Michael.
might as well though.
It looks like Michael Bay shit though.
Well, I mean, we haven't really seen anything.
By Michael
actually.
May. No.
Michael.
Michael.
By Michael.
With music by Hans Zimmer.
My Focals Bay. I like how they show the bodies, like the art in it at least of the dead like guts and shit everywhere
Yeah.
are good. I appreciate it.
Do you think the dub version has censored body stuff, and that the Japanese one might be more visual?
Don't think so.
I don't think so actually because it doesn't look like it's at
I've
least
watched
the
a
version
little
we're
of
watching
them in
looks
Japanese.
like it's been edited at all.
Did you read the manga?
No.
I think the manga's pretty graphic.
I was going to.
I think it's pretty graphic.
You could read it probably after.
It goes on after, at least from what I know, where this season ends.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this season does end.
Wait,
like,
didn't they confirm that there was going to be a next season for Parasyte also?
I can't remember. I think, but if it is, it's not out in Japan yet. But
Depends on how long the manga went. Because it's a popular show, it's probably... I mean, like,
can't
when I went there,
remember. I read
everyone was
about it a
fucking
while
crazy
ago.
about it.
Well, the problem though is like some of these like really popular mangas, or well, and animes, I mean, I should say, are done by production companies that are like juggling 3 or 4 really popular mangas or animes.
Of course.
Like Attack
Well-
on Titan's stuck in that situation too, where like the people that they want to make the season 2 like really fast, but they were doing
Attack on
like 2 or
Titan's
3 other
stuck
things
almost
before
in the
it.
same exact place of this this other anime I was watching. There's like 70 episodes of it now, and it's like for like almost the last year they've been coming out every week, and then like this
They
like,
caught up to the
three
manga.
3 episodes ago, 3 weeks ago it comes on. It's just like at the end of the episode, it's like, well, that's it, we're done. We might come back if you liked us enough, tell people, and we might come back. Thank you.
What
bye.
the fuck?
And basically, they reached the point where the manga was, and they're just like, well,
That's
we did it. We're done.
That's why you gotta
Yeah.
pace yourself and have
No.
seasons.
I'm like, I in the comments for the episodes sometimes it'd be like, yeah, we're getting closer to the manga, like where the manga cut off, and I was like, okay, well, it's just gonna be like what happened to Bleach or Naruto, where when it got
it
to
just
the
stops for a while. Or
well, where
filler.
it
they have, like, a
surpassed,
filler
it surpassed
season.
filler, or it surpassed because there was already had been filler in the show. I was
What was the
watching.
show you were watching?
It's
What is
called
this?
World Trigger.
Okay.
And it's basically like, it's weird, like, these like interdimensional beings attack like someplace in Japan, and then we get this technology to be able to fight them and shit like
Okay.
that. But it was just like, yeah, out of nowhere, it was just like, yep, we're done. Like, thank you for watching.
What did the comments say?
Wait for more to be written.
No, someone's all like, dude, this gotta be April Fool's Day joke. Came out on April 3rd. And people were all like, it's gotta be fake. And it's
Japan
like,
does
no.
April Fool's too.
Yeah, and it wasn't though. It
Not
wasn't.
on
I
April
bet it
3rd.
No, but it's just like, man, like that's a lot of work to put into just fucking like 70 episodes, 70 plus episodes to just be like, yeah, we're done.
Well, it's money.
And literally, they stopped right before like a battle that they'd been like
Because that's where the manga
talking
ended.
up. Yeah, pretty much. And it's just like, come on, just go past the manga. Like,
Oh, that's what happened in the Game of Thrones.
yeah, but like, and it's just like they just made the main character like start getting like used to his powers or whatever the fuck.
Wow.
And, like, yeah, and like it was just all of this.
They'll
is, like,
come back.
Yeah, in like 2
if it had
years.
numbers, it'll come back. 70 episodes is nothing to scoff at.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
it's a
Like that's
good
why
show.
I thought it was weird. Like to like.
To bring it back to Parasyte though, sorry.
It's,
What do you think's different about the chick? Well, I guess you know, Ian.
What chick?
Yeah.
Fucking the teacher
Tommy.
lady.
Oh, I think
Like
the
why-
guy. I think that the dude that she sex with and had a baby with, or is pregnant with,
Mr. A.
Mr. A. I'm pretty sure Mr. A. went inside that human baby body and like is a parasite inside the baby now.
He
Because he
blew
was
up,
like, I need
dude.
to get. No, he said I need to get to her.
Yeah, and then when he found her, there was some fucking big gas canisters, and they blew up in his face.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
He
That's
shot
exactly-
his sperm like a cannon, right?
Yeah. No, but
Parasites.
like, why do you think though that she's like in control of herself and able to like act like a normal human
Because
when
she's fully.
when like
she's
the hand
fully,
is so weird, and then the fucking like other dude was like,
She said that he didn't mature properly.
well, what about the other guy though? Also,
The hand,
or wait, who'd you say didn't mature properly? The other guy,
Mr. A.
Mr. A. Oh, okay.
That's what she said.
That's weird that they did like a sex experiment too. Well, it is. It's
Yeah.
like, what are they? Well, why are the aliens so fucking clueless about themselves? Like, what the fuck happened? Did like an alien race just like fucking?
They could be like mosquitoes, and they were just born yesterday.
Well, did they crop dust us with their fucking like spores or whatever, and just
Yeah.
be like done with it? Peace
It's like,
out.
it's
nigga.
like the scrolls.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Scroll issue.
Yeah, but the scrolls fucking are like watching from space, and they're like waiting for their like plans to fruit. But this shit.
We don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's true. Do you think it's like that?
I have no idea.
Or like watching?
I don't
it
know.
seems more like they did on
Here's,
accident. Or
here's
they're
the
like,
thing with anime. It's always an interesting concept.
Not
but they
always,
don't-
but yeah, I get it.
For the most
What you
part,
mean.
that's what makes nowadays it's even more so an interesting concept. And they try to build a story around a concept instead of building
I
a
know what
story
you,
with a concept.
that's true. That's always been the case with anime. Yeah, like that's all. I think that's why the endings are usually shitty. Also,
It's not just anime.
because they don't
it's-
think about how to end it.
Yeah, and it's not just anime. It's Japan. Their way of entertaining themselves in general. They really like concepts more than the other stuff. Like
Yeah,
they're
I
not
can
like
see
Hollywood
that,
at all.
actually.
Their
I know what
movies,
you
their
mean.
games. It's all about concept more than.
Well,
it is
yeah,
anything
it's
else.
also just because it's like a set of like visuals basically that you could
Yeah.
sell.
Yeah,
You know, like you can market with that. You know, you
Yeah.
can use that for like all sorts of shit, all
Yeah.
sorts of ads.
I have a musician friend that worked with like Tom Cochran and Joni Mitchell and all these other people, and I showed him some of my friends' music because I met some artists in Japan, and he was like, "Oh, this is great. You can hear what they're trying to be, but then they're off. It doesn't sound authentic enough."
Okay.
And like, you know how it's easy to sound authentic if you wanted, if you were playing like Spanish flamenco, right?
yeah,
You could sound authentic
yeah,
if you practiced enough, or if you tried enough, or if you really focused on being that, right?
yeah.
But he said like it's crazy because if you listen to them close enough, I played him a song that was kind of like a Spanishy kind of Caribbean thing, and he was like, if you listen enough, you can hear that they're missing something in their song, like they're just kind of mimicking it, like it's the concept, but it's not the
Yeah,
authentic
they
thing.
didn't like
And
sit
that's-
down and think to themselves like, oh, I want to make some music. They sat down and thought to themselves like, what type of music will make me like famous?
Yes.
or like
Or
make
like
me
what's
money.
Yeah, hey, I heard that song. I want to do that. Let's try to do that. Or I like that concept. Let's just work with that and not hit home with the roots of it. Let's just like mimic it.
I get what you mean. Yeah,
And that's
totally.
what happens too. And
That's sad.
it's a problem
I
that
can see
noticed.
that though with Japanese music.
Yeah.
Or not just Japanese music. Actually, a lot of like, well, music outside of the United States.
And
That's
I've sold-
a problem with every creative venture in
There's a lot of
in
music-
general.
there's
a
Just
lot of-
people they don't really want to make something new.
Don't
They
get-
want to make something that is safe. And
Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of that in the United States also, but I feel like that here, like, the industry is, like, the music industry is so big that you do actually get some actual creativity out of it, though.
Sometimes
There's actual artists in the music industry.
there are, but there's
but I mean, music,
most of them are dying
music
now.
in general, in every.
No, they're not dying. It's just they never get like big anymore
Exposure.
because like there's so many like genres and so many different like tastes anymore that like nobody can get like
Well, 'cause
big anymore unless it's like something poppy as
The
fuck,
most
like Justin
anyone ever
Bieber
gets
or
big
some
anymore. Yeah, I was gonna say the most anyone ever gets big anymore is famous for just a little bit, and then they're famous after that because they were famous.
yeah.
Like nobody cares about their music anymore, at all.
Shit. Well, people would care about their music if the artists kept making music on par with their old stuff. But everybody fizzles out almost.
Well, after a while,
like,
I think most people realize that even if they're artists that they like is actually making music, they're not the ones actually making the music.
Well,
So,
the
what
first
does it
one I
matter?
remember particularly doing that was Michael Jackson, and I just remember like being a huge fan, but like, and he kept making music, but there was like a steep decline in quality after like 1995 or something. Just nothing good.
But my point with Japan is that, you know, they deal with concepts. Like I've already sold stuff to Japan, and
Well, I was
it
thinking
like,
about when you said that, the first thing that popped into mind was Final Fantasy 13. And
Yeah, it was a
because
concept.
that game has beautiful like art in it,
yeah,
but like literally it's just you running corridors the whole fucking game. Just long corridors with pretty shit on the sides that you're looking at, but like you're just basically running down hallways the whole fucking game. And that's all that is and then like Final Fantasy battles, what is that but just mashing a button, you know, over and over again. So like that's just a concept where it's like, hey, like we're gonna create these characters and show them off over and over again in the most boring way possible. Basically,
Well,
they didn't care.
it
about
could have been
anything else.
something like, I got concept space. You know, like that's exactly how one of my scripts got sold.
Space.
The concept, it wasn't space, but like it was a fucking concept that had no story around it,
Yeah.
and it didn't even seem like it would fucking have a story around it.
You gotta
And-
put some sexy in it, AJ.
Yeah, you gotta put some sexy in that, you know.
Okay.
Put the sex
Hips
in
and the
it.
nips.
Yeah.
Or you didn't get to eat.
And that's the thing though, like they don't use. You can say, okay, well, what's your concept that you want me to write? And then they'll say, oh, my concept is this. My concept is skinny jeans,
Love and
right?
noodles.
And then I'll be like, okay, well, what story do you have in mind for the skinny jeans? And they'll be like, oh, just skinny jeans. Like you could do something with that, right? You see, that's what Japan is like.
Yeah. Well, that's
They'll be like,
That's
well, I'll show
actually
you a pair
what,
of skinny jeans covered in
like
feces.
commercialism in general. Is
Yeah.
like
Yeah, but then they take like the commercial aspect of it, right, and extend it into full story length.
Yeah,
and
but
they
that's what I
expect that
mean,
to
is,
be
like,
able to work,
and
and it
film
doesn't
has
really
gotten
work.
ruined.
And then a lot of times they do it too long.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is just too much.
yeah.
Well, it's
like,
like, what
where
the
did this
fuck is
even
the
come
point of
from?
this? Like,
Yeah.
where did?
That's exactly my point. It's what the fuck is the point? But yeah, I mean, this show seems like it actually has a story behind it.
I'm
It
interested to see
seems
where
like
it
it
goes. I'm interested to see like a point, like
Yeah.
emerge at some.
It's an interesting concept, and it looks like it has an actual story to it.
What now? What did
Scenes.
What did that lady
I'll
also
find out
say
later.
like about the baby? Like what she was gonna experiment on it?
No, she just wanted to see what it would be if it was born and it's a human.
She said that she'll experiment on it, and if it's not useful anymore, that she'll eat it.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Great. She could just keep getting pregnant and having
Okay,
babies.
here's another thing too. Is she eating people also, and just like being more discreet about it than the other guy was?
Yeah. She has to eat.
They haven't answered that.
But she has to.
That's
Okay.
exactly what Shinichi was thinking.
She just ate her mommy.
I'm thinking about. Yeah. Well, it didn't show her eat it.
I mean, that's the best way to get rid of a body, right?
It
Yeah.
just showed her fucking slash her up because she was gonna make the phone call or whatever.
Yeah.
I really like it though, and I hope the guy stops sniveling about killing a human because it wasn't a fucking human. Also, like I know that it's like a mandatory like thing that the characters in these
What do you
animes have
think?
to
He's
do.
only supposed to be like 16.
I don't give two shits, man.
If you saw that and you stabbed a person in the chest when you were 16, you wouldn't be like, oh god. Like,
Not for that reason. No. I'd be like, oh god, for a bunch of different reasons, but not because
you
I
wouldn't be thinking possibly, what if I'm just crazy and I just stabbed a guy in the chest?
Nope.
I
Nope.
don't think.
Like, not when he, like, done the little rampage through the school and, like, they were evacuating and shit because he'd done that.
What if none of that had actually happened? What if he just got wandered out in the middle of class and, like,
thought that was going on.
Well, I mean, wouldn't everybody know about the evacuation? Like, that was
I
because
just
of
mean,
that
like,
guy.
what if it was all just a hallucination except for him stabbing something?
I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's hallucinating. Anyway.
Yeah, it goes back and forth for me where I think, like, maybe he could be hallucinating.
Yeah.
And then other
Oh,
times
wait, you guys,
I'm
like,
there's-
actually think he's hallucinating?
At times, I
No.
question it, personally. Like, I think that's not an insane thing to do. Just because, like, shows can be tricky sometimes.
For sure.
Especially Japanese ones.
I don't even know. I don't watch that many, like, animes.
You could wake up in the Matrix.
You
and
saw
wouldn't even
Perfect
know.
Blue, man.
Yeah.
Perfect Blue is one of the more mind-fuckery movies I've seen.
But that's another thing, like, where's the anime movie gone? The ones that are just an anime movie and they had never had a series before.
You mean, like, the...
Like, the original Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
The original Perfect Blue and Akira.
Original Perfect
They
The
still,
anime
they still do
movies-
that.
Where? How? I've never seen any.
Just standalones?
Yeah, just a standalone movie. What has?
We'll go to a website. I have this website. It's called gogoanime.io.
Yeah.
And just go to movies.
Another innocent plug, everyone.
Yeah, and go to movies, though. And there's a bunch of movies and new ones. And one new one just came out yesterday.
Are you sure that it's not based on a series that's in Japan already, though?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Most of these, at least I've never heard of them. Or they don't have a series on the site already. Or
Okay.
anything.
You know what I don't like? I'm not a big fan of the fucking movie spin-offs of, like, established anime series.
Like Attack on Titan just had a movie.
Well, like, the reasoning behind it, for me at
Really?
least, is because
Not the
they
animated one,
never
the
make the
live
movie...
action.
Oh, yeah.
They always
It's
make the
like
movies
crap.
look, like, amazing, but they always make it so the story doesn't really have a lot of impact on, like, the overall, like, story. And so it feels weird, because it's all like, oh, look how cool it looks, but it doesn't fucking matter. It's just weird. Parasyte has 2 movies, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not
didn't
sure.
know that.
I'm not sure if they are like.
They
Live
did,
action?
they did a live action one.
Oh, never
I know
mind.
they did at least one live action.
They did do a live action one. I remember seeing the commercial in Japan.
Fuck
Yeah.
all that noise.
Yeah.
I ain't watching that.
Well, I mean, sometimes the anime live action stuff is okay, but that one probably isn't. Like Ichi the Killer was okay. GTO is okay, but these are different styles, you know.
Yeah,
I
it
love
doesn't have a
Great
giant
Teacher
fucking
Onizuka.
anthropomorphic monster.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the main
GTO was done as like a
Yeah.
a drama, like a girl drama.
Yeah,
So they totally revamped it. It wasn't like the series so much.
I read the manga in high school and I
It was-
loved it.
It was good,
Yeah.
and the actual anime was good as
If
well.
I remember correctly, from what I watched of the, if I even watched it or I'm making this up in my head, but the live action GTO,
Yeah.
was it more like almost like Japanese sitcom-y?
No, well, I mean that's
Like
the way the
laugh
anime
tracks
was.
almost even in the
That's the way
background?
the anime was.
No, the
He was
anime-
just kind of like a lovable, goofy teacher. With
Yeah,
issues.
but like it was more like, I don't know, I thought it was more like Love Hina style.
no,
Like where it was just like a little cartoony.
no way. I think you're off base. Because Love Hina was like a harem style anime, which is not what GTO was. Harem
GTO was
means-
all about like riding motorcycles and eating noodles.
Yeah,
and,
the
like,
point of it was he was like,
fighting biker dudes.
Great
yeah, he's not,
Onizuka.
yeah, he's not supposed to be a teacher,
He's
Yeah.
just an
but he
asshole.
still teaches these
Yeah.
kids to be humans,
Yeah.
like good human beings. That's the point of the
Basically.
show.
Yeah.
But Love Hina was like, I need to get into Tokyo University.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
And I need to be. I'm all alone in this house with
I'm not
5 hot women.
I'm not saying the plot is the
One of them
same
almost
way. I'm
beats
saying
the
like
shit out of me with a
the
wooden sword.
the
Yeah.
manner of humor. I was saying.
That's
I
very
kinda
Japanese
like it.
humor, though.
Yeah, it is, but like that's only present in their anime. That ridiculousness. It's not in their shows.
It's not in their real lives either.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is like that's why
Well, it's
I
like
don't think like that
it's like-
version of a live action
I think
show
it's
at
almost
least
like
worked.
Looney Tunes for us, where like
Kinda.
in like cartoons and Looney
Well,
Tunes,
if
people
you
can
look-
do
if
crazy
you
shit
look-
that doesn't happen in real life.
But here's the problem.
If you look at Japanese TV though, and their
Yeah.
movies,
Yeah, it's
and
very
like
strange.
how like fucking weird those are.
Yeah.
But then you look at their anime and you look at their commercials.
Yeah.
You wonder why they can't like bridge the gap, you know, and like make something like in a movie form that's like Scott Pilgrim or some shit like that, you know, like all throughout. Like they could,
They could.
but they just aren't.
Korea did something close.
Yeah,
Like-
Korea. Well, South Korea makes. I don't know. I feel like They've had their
No, North
shit together in about like
Yeah.
no North Korea. You said?
No.
Oh,
South.
okay.
Why would I talk about North?
Well, no,
said
he
that.
said it,
It's
but
like,
like you
North
said, yeah, right after. I was like, what? Really? No, South Korea's had their movie making game together for like about the last decade. I feel like really, like
Yeah.
second only to like America.
Yeah, they really follow the Hollywood.
Yeah, they make American movies.
Yeah, they make American style movies, but they have a very concise.
In a good way, by the
plot.
way, because American movies cover a much larger spectrum than what we're actually seeing in American movies right now.
But if you watch a lot of Korean movies, then you'll start to like see their pattern, and then you'll be like, okay, I already know what's going to happen in this film.
Well, I've seen enough Korean movies at this point to know that like
Well, I watched
They
a lot
still-
of
they
women-
still,
I
like-
watch a lot of loved ones.
like some of them at
chick
least.
flicks.
I've only seen the Revenge trilogy.
Okay.
And then I've seen the I Saw the Devil movie, right?
The Host.
And like and then The Host, and like I'll say like at least in the revenge movies, they have some of the traipsings of like bad Asian movies that the parts I don't like about movie makings, but they overcome it with the filming and the plot, like the premise itself. But dude, when they get it right, they're like so close to Hollywood, like
Yeah.
super close.
Oh yeah, because they use their model. They use the same model. I mean, even their way that they produce their films is the same. They even master their audio. Like
I hate
we
to
do.
say it, but a lot of what it comes down to, and it also goes for South Korea's economy and stuff, and why it's so good, is because it's basically like a front for Western
America.
values.
Yeah, they've been
and
like they're
against communism, and so basically we put a lot of resources and stuff into them, and they also like want to mirror us as much as possible.
We send them, like, even their music, we send them American. I mean, they get Americans to produce their music.
Yeah.
They get Americans to.
Didn't you
to help.
tell me also like their sentence structure, the Koreans, like is different enough and from actual like Chinese and Japanese, but close enough to like Latin-based languages that they can even like rap and shit.
It's just that their way that their language sounds phonetically sounds more pleasant to the ear. They're both Altaic language. Japan and Korea have an Altaic language, which is from. I think it's Arabic is the only thing that's Altaic towards the west, but like China doesn't use Altaic language, but it has nothing to do with the way they sing. Just the way that Korean sounds, it's way more poetic sounding and pleasant to the ears than Japanese.
I just remember you saying like something
Chinese
like,
sounds okay.
it's hard
too.
to like structure like a rap sentence too though, like in Japanese.
In Japanese,
and make
yeah.
it, like come out right.
It's actually there was I didn't take the class, but there was a class that's just called Japanese music language, which is like they
Jap rap.
okay, so it's called J-rap, but yeah, there's a class that's like Japanese lyrics. It's lyrics. The lyrics are written completely different. It's more like a haiku style where it's like it doesn't really
Pieces
make
of
sense.
shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's pieces of a sentence. So like most of it is feelings.
Actually, that the intros to all those anime songs always are. That makes more sense now.
Yeah, because I mean you can't end you can't end every lyric with desu.
Yeah, but it's
And
all like
arimasu.
it's all crazy haiku shit
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's why it sounds that way. It's because there is no other way for them to get it out. But rap, actually, they're starting to rap now and use the regular Japanese slangs, and it sounds okay. It sounds better than they used to.
well, like can't they just use a lot of hiragana also, like
Katakana?
well basically like
The English words?
yeah.
Yeah, they could.
I'm like, there's a lot of slang that they could just throw around like that.
Some
too.
people speak English and Japanese, and they rap half and half, or they rap like a third.
They do that a lot
English.
in anime songs now too.
I gotta
Yeah.
think that
When you
would be
sing
like
in
the best way
English
to go
halfway
with
through
hip
one of
hop
the
at
words
least.
will be
It's-
in Japanese.
It's because English is cool.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
different and it's new.
in some respects it'd be easier to like if you could do both too, like it
Make
would
money.
actually like make you way more talented as a rapper if you could like rhyme Japanese shit with like English shit.
Yeah.
Like and keep going.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it would diversify you, but
going back to the whole otaku thing, like the way Japanese anime stuff is fucking weird. It's weirder than the television stuff, if you think about it, because it's way more sexually driven and and like pedophilic and all this other weird
have you
things.
noticed the waifu culture's like kind of exploded over there a little bit?
Yeah, but this is what I'm
Is
trying
that what
to get
you're
at.
talking about?
Yes,
Okay.
because when I was there, like I talked to my girlfriends from Japan and
then like also with like the fucking weird hologram women
yeah,
like, around and shit. And like
The
just
singers,
Mitsune,
idols and
whatever
whatnot.
her name is.
they have like the hologram.
Miku Hatsune or whatever.
And it's just like, dude, like Japan already didn't want to like fuck to save its race, and now like they're like becoming like further enraptured in like these fictional beings that don't even fucking exist.
They don't exist, yes. And like it's fucking weird because you could be these otakus, like the super otakus, are like the weirdest fucking people you'll ever meet.
I feel like a lot of people think they know what an otaku is, but even that is like a far off.
If you think an
view.
otaku is an anime fan from America, you're way off base.
Yeah.
If you think a Pokemon fan that wears Pokemon t-shirts and wishes they were a fucking trainer,
even I'm like
is a fucking weirdo, you're fucking way off base.
Even I'm thinking of like somebody like I don't know, I'm like who lives in an internet cafe, and like that's still probably off the mark.
Yeah.
Like,
imagine people that obsess with like this one thing, like an idol. Like they even have otakus for idols, which are the girls that sing.
Well, the one thing I do know
And
about
they're
it
only, like, 13, by the way.
they call it when it comes like I guess like a lot of the marketing in Japan has started to. They do this in cell phone games too, but they've started to focus on whales, right? And well, like the concept is that like they'll come out with these products where not not a majority of the people that they're marketing at are going to bite, right?
Yeah.
But like let's say 5% or 10% of the people they market towards
are gonna buy it.
Will, and they will buy it hard. And that's what the idols do. Like, they're marketing towards, like, this really 2% niche, but the 2% of those people, of that population, end up buying, like, 5 of everything you make.
Yeah.
Like, it's nuts.
So I was at shopping in this mall, and they had an idol presentation that I didn't know was happening. And so I heard the music, and I walked over.
Yeah, these people are, like, devoting their lives. Like,
to idols?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the idols, like, they, you know...
Dude, that's the weird thing, too, about idols. Is like they fucking like they start off as real people, kind of, right? They're still characters, but they kind of start off as real people. But then like sometimes they'll like retire and another person will take over.
Yeah,
and they'll do that like several times. And like it's like, oh, this is the 5th week here.
Check this out. Like every city now has a group called Blah Blah 48.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this.
AKB
I've seen one of their videos, right? And like it was like literally like 9 different girls in each shot, and I was like, "Wait, what's that?" Because I didn't notice.
The same thing for boys.
I didn't notice. Yeah. I've seen the boy one too, but I didn't notice it at first though. Because like I was just like, "Oh, they're just doing different stuff," and then like I noticed, and they even showed them all in one shot.
Yeah,
I was like,
fucking
damn,
48 fucking women, and they're all like, you know, ages 11 to 16, and there's these guys that go to these things, like the one at the mall that I went to. And they're like 40-something years old, and they have a T-shirt with the picture of them on it, and they're dressed in pink, and they have...
reminds me of the bronies, dude.
It's complete brony, but worse, because these guys are taking pictures of 11-year-old girls, and they have those pillows that you can sleep with of the girl, and they want to get it autographed, and the girl has to treat them.
Isn't the age of consent like 14?
The age of consent in Japan is 12, I believe.
What?
Yeah, bad idea.
But you can still get in trouble for rape. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, you can still get in trouble for rape. The parents dictate whether or not to
that it's
enforce law.
To
To get the law involved. But
Back to the idols.
So these old guys,
Yeah.
they're out there. This fucking Oyajis, these old dudes. They're fucking out there, and they're
So it's like OG son or something.
Oyaji is an old person,
Yeah.
and they're fucking like out there, and they're hugging their pillow, and they're screaming at the girls, and like they're wearing their pink, and they're dressed up like the girl, and they're fucking like an old dude, and they're like insanely obsessed with this group, with these, or just one of the girls in the group. And they are fucking like so obsessed that it's like a dangerously mental health issue.
Yeah, it's
and
like,
that's the
I'm
kind
gonna
of,
kill you
but that's the
myself.
kind of culture that is pushed on them by the stuff that's being sold to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally like people that like I have a hard time even imagining being like slightly susceptible to marketing, but there are people that are. Like, and as much as I am not susceptible to marketing, there's people that are on the other end of that spectrum, and those are them. Like, those are the people who, like, basically can't help it, and, like, they've basically been, like, destroyed by marketing almost.
Yeah.
Like, it's killed their life.
It's scary, dude. I mean...
It might kill their fucking culture, too, like, the way it's going.
It's not everybody that's like that, but it's a lot of, like, middle-aged... It's like the salaryman, right? He goes... like, let's say the salaryman...
To not want to kill himself on the weekend, he goes and dresses up like a little girl.
And not just that, but he can't... He can't get married because no women want to marry anymore. He won't ever have kids because women don't want to have kids anymore. Mm-hmm. He's working hard because his culture tells him to work hard for the rest of his life.
Why don't women want to marry anymore?
Because they want to have a culture. They want to have a career where they get a lot of money to support their culture and support their country, and they think that's success.
Okay, so they just want to. So bitches just want to make money in Japan now.
Right.
Everyone
That's
wants
like
to make
it,
money
though.
in Japan.
Everybody does. Yeah.
That's like everyone's main focus. It's not only having a
And
job, but like doing super.
That's
good
another
jobs.
thing is-
That's so
another
weird
problem
because
is-
I feel like money is usually the means to the end of like having a family or or having a.
Companies will shame you if you have a child.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. They don't have.
As a woman or
as a woman,
as both.
As a woman, a man can have as many kids as he wants, but his wife probably won't ever have a career.
Or as long
because
as he shows up to work on time. Like,
for a girl,
doesn't
yeah.
fuck up.
But there's no maternity leave for women, and you sign a contract when you start working that you will not have children for at least 20 years.
Yeah.
But how if you're fucking 20, you can't have a kid till you're 40? Are you fucking kidding me? You know, I mean, they're starting to loosen up on that.
It just feels weird that like.
It's because they want you to work, because a lot of people leave and then they
How do
don't
I
come
put
back.
this? It's gonna sound fucking bad.
But this is the reason.
The way I'm gonna put it, but like, okay. In most cultures, it seems like there's at least a subsect of women who are fine with just marrying into money.
Procreating.
Right?
And stuff, yeah.
No, just marrying into money. Like,
to
just,
be taken care of.
Yeah, and so, like, what happened there? Like,
It ended there.
Okay, so they just decided...
It ended the minute they realized that, you know, they don't make many... Their exports aren't things that...
I mean, I'm not even complaining. That's
like
just
material.
odd to me, you know? Like, it's just strange. Like, that's good, I guess. Like,
not, at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, I guess if nobody's fucking... Like, if that was the only reason people were getting married, you know? Like, fuck.
Yeah, and people don't even get married now. But, like, that's my point. Like, these guys, they grow up, they can't find a spouse, they get depressed, they work hard, they get even more depressed, and then they see these fucking AKB-48 girls that are, like, living this happy life when they were children, and it reminds them of when they were kids.
I wonder how many sex offenders there are in Japan.
I bet there's hundreds, man. Thousands.
No, I mean, like, in relative, like in an average amount to, like, us. Like, comparatively.
I don't know. I mean, I think...
I wonder if it's just more or less, or, like, the same.
Probably around the same.
Well, no matter what, you're still stuck on an island with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the scary thing, too. I mean, I've been next to some creepy people in Japan.
Say what you will, but I like kind of like
people feel up your butt.
I kind of like how under control the fucking black market.
I've been grabbed in a subway before. I did. A guy grabbed my ass on the subway
Here?
in Japan.
Or in Japan?
I'm sorry, no, it wasn't in Japan. It was in New York, but it was Japanese people that I was working with.
Jesus.
And he grabbed my butt.
Okay.
And then I turned around and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then he was like, "You're a big guy," in Japanese. And then I told Kunio, like, "Dude, tell this guy, I won't say his name, tell this guy to fucking not touch me.
He touches my butt again, I'll crush him.
Yeah, he
In
better
a bad
not
way.
touch me
That's
again.
what he wants.
In a bad way.
No, and then Kunio was like, he's just curious about you. And then I was
Yeah.
like, that's curious
Yeah.
the wrong way,
when
man.
when you were still going to Leland, I went to like talk to you in the lunchroom.
Yeah.
One day, and one of your friends just came behind me, started rubbing my shoulders.
Oh, that was Victor.
Yeah, I was
Victor
just like,
Ing. Yeah, Victor Ing.
what do I do here?
He was gay. Victor was gay.
No way,
That's
really?
weird.
Yeah. Oh, we were
Well,
playing,
no,
we were
guess
playing Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
I don't remember. I just
We were
remember
playing
talking to you
Yu-Gi-Oh.
for a little bit, and then him rubbing my shoulders. I was just like,
It's like, hey.
all right.
It could have been
I'm gonna-
Ricky.
I'm gonna
It could have
go.
been Ricky, too.
Yeah,
It was
I'm like, Ricky,
I
like,
would it was Victor.
I would have recognized Ricky.
Ricky tried to massage me while I was learning to drive, and I was like, dude, if you fucking touch me again, I'm gonna ram this car into the divider. But like,
Goddamn virgin baby.
another thing that happens to foreigners in Japan is like, you can go to the onsen, right, the hot springs, and you'll be bathing because you bathe first.
You'll be
You
peeing.
wash first, then you bathe.
Mm-hmm.
So you're washing, and you're in this little stool, and you're washing yourself, and a fucking old dude will come up and grab you by the shoulder, pull you back, and look at your dick.
What?
Because he wants to see how big your dick is. Because they always hear the Gaijins have big dicks, and that's the kind of culture that you have to deal with there. Because they're almost uneducated about the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Well, what happens if you like
Like they're
rip
educated
that old
enough
man's
to know
arm
that these
off
places
and beat him
exist,
to
Yeah.
death?
and like what key things are in those countries.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're also like told that Gaijin is number one. You know?
Well, like, they're taught about us, but through movies.
Yeah, but
Like, bullshit.
yeah, exactly. And women also think like foreign guys that Gaijin in Japan, white guys in Japan, black guys in Japan, whatever. Mostly white guys though.
Well,
okay?
dude, look at least their
Be honest.
anime. Like, they fucking...
Well, no, they make it look like this white guy's gonna be Prince Charming,
Yeah.
and he's gonna save the day, and he's gonna
Disney
take me away
movies,
from this.
shit, cartoons.
I won't have to work, and that's exactly what you were talking about. Where you're like, what happened to those women? Well, those women are marrying fucking foreigners.
Oh,
and living in
that's
their
true.
country.
They're gone. They just fucking moved away. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, and that's Parasyte. All
Yeah.
right.
No,
Check-
I think
check,
I think
please.
I think we did the bullshitting that we expected to talk about.